latte, please. Extra sugar, extra milk. With all those edges and that sturdy look, Mr. Rob might seem a bit cold and standoffish, but he's actually paying attention, quietly noting down what each of us prefers. Bet there's a tender heart ticking away under that metal shell. Makes you wonder, huh?
Heed the call of your innermost desires. Advance without fear. Navigate as your heart dictates. Robust power. Perfect execution. Foresee the...
Well, hello, and welcome to Zenless 1.4. Released today, I believe. Actually, for once, I'm once again one time. So I'm not entirely sure what it was about, but I basically immediately got a cutscene when I tried to actually prepare the game for the stream. So it basically just altered for that one, and I hope it plays again. I already have the game open just on the loading screen. So I'm just gonna go in and hope I get it again. Okay, I guess it's literally just an announcement for the character. Well, thank you very much for that one.
Just to be clear, I've already applied.
No, so that's something that happened in 1.4 for some reason they give you a free character. Now, from my understanding, they have changed quite a lot in the game, so that's basically a repayment, I guess, for that one. But yeah, there you go, so that happened. So free character. Why for some reason is Gray standing here, I have no idea. But yeah, basically, what happened here? Those are new. But anyway, I wonder if we can blaze stuff on that shelf, because that shelf is completely new. We had different stuff there before. But anyway, so free new character. We have new main star, which apparently, from my understanding, it'll clean up the current arc, so we'll see about that one. And yeah. If you haven't seen the last stream, which literally happened earlier today, that was Spark Genshin 5.1, still the main story catching up. And something to note, I'm doing a little bit of an experiment. As you might be able to tell, I'm just gonna try and stream a lot, basically. Because I'm on vacation, so I have plenty of time. I figured might as well try that. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, I think for the goal for today's stream will basically just to get through the first half. I've heard it's not. I would guess it's probably the same amount as the Act 4 from Genshin, so... it's gonna be split up in two. I'm not gonna be streaming until midnight, that's for sure, but I think we'll probably go for half of it. Roughly half of it, I think. But yeah. I think let's get started. I have no idea what Grace is doing here. But to be fair, that might have been like a friendship event thingy. But I'm just gonna ignore that. Not entirely sure what this is all about. Oh, it might have been stuff I didn't check in the previous 3 weeks. But anyway, I think we shouldn't be lazy and let's just get going. And I guess we're gonna have to talk with Belle. Why is Nicole called? She said Perlman's awake. Oh, that's great news. Because if I remember correctly, we didn't have Star Content in 1.3, but 1.2 featured the role we get introduced into the Sons of Caledon properly. With Bernice, and so on. And they picked up Pearlman because apparently on the ship he just escaped with, he basically crashed in their area. So that's how that happened. Anyway. Time to actually get in contact with him and let's see what he has to say to us. Great. The Cunninghams are watching him in the outer ring, and they seem to have obtained some important intel. Oh? Nicole said it's not convenient to discuss the details over the phone. She'll drive over soon to pick us up, and we'll head to the outer ring to sort things out. And she told us to turn on the TV to watch the news. Yeah, I'm free. That's literally why I reserved some time for my calendar for that. And you're ready? Let's turn on the TV and watch the news and contact Nicole. Yep, thank you very much. Alright, I'll contact Nicole now. Why is you turn on the TV and switch to the news channel? Now, something to note as well with the main story.
Kevin, are you aware of the connection between the port's companion Hollow and our
as far as I know, they're also working on getting rid of the TV mode. Not entirely, but certainly less, which kind of, in my opinion, still sucks. I liked it, and it was a unique feature of Zenless, but if people don't like it, then I guess, or rather have that removed than the game die, I guess. But anyway.
Huh? Doesn't seem related, does it?
So we're basically turning into the Wii.
Then how much longer are you going to keep filming it? Point the camera at me already. Citizens, I am currently at the southern edge of the Janus Quarter. From here, we can see a small part of our bustling new Eridu urban area. The municipal election is about to begin, and the streets today are busier than
so yeah, that
usual.
was something that was ramping up. I guess.
To the increase in foot traffic, public security has announced it will implement round-the-clock security patrols. Citizens are urged
So that's gonna be an
cooperate fully
important
if they
thing.
encounter officers
I
on
wonder.
patrol.
'Cause I've heard that this basically this arc it's effectively going to end. So. Or summarized in this one, so maybe that's how things will go. Let's see.
Speaking of officers, the first person we interviewed for today's special coverage of the election was one such officer. He's none other than our old friend, the hero who cracked the Vision Corporation scandal wide open, Inspector Bringer. Being one of the leading candidates for the commander of Janus Quarter, he...
Hey, who are you? How'd you get in here? This is a construction site. Staff only.
What is happening here?
What? Kevin, didn't you get a permit to film here?
Apparently not.
Is this a construction site? I just picked a spot that wasn't busy and had a good view. I don't know.
Why, you little...
Right. Please gather your equipment and come with me.
Hey, wait, let me finish. Citizens, don't change the channel.
Well, funnily enough, this was apparently live, so there you go.
That's the guy! He's one of the masterminds behind the Vision scandal. He's Sarah's partner, her protector, her secret ally, Inspector Bringer. I'm just a puppet, forced into the limelight. They're the real villains.
A little bit annoyed that I don't have a text here.
You have to believe me.
Oh yeah, right. That was Pearlman. I just realized. So Bringer, he claims that Bringer is the main villain. Let's say.
Phew! Made it. Why is traffic in the city always so slow? It's like half the speed of the outer ring. Maybe because the speed limit in the city is half what it is in the outer ring? Don't tell me you've just been speeding this whole time, Nicole.
That would be kind of funny.
What? Darn it. I have been going to the outer ring a lot lately. A good thing they can't give me a ticket because I always take my license plate off before I get back into town.
I'm not sure if that's a good thing. I don't think so.
That's way worse than speeding. Don't bring the traffic officers to our place. Relax. I double-checked. No one's tailing me. It's just me and my car.
Right, surely Nicole would probably end up taking into control at some point with that.
You all heard what Pearlman said over the phone. There seems to be more to the Vision scandal. Whether it's true or not, that will decide our next move. I I'm here to take you to the outer ring so we can come up with a plan.
Yeah, let's see. Why didn't you bring Perman with you? I think that's kind of obvious, because if he did, or if she did, one step wrong and he would probably go back to the police or something, or like PopSec or whatever. Or maybe even be murdered.
If he's so important, then why not just bring him back to New Eridu? Why come all the way to get us?
I wanted to, but it's election season right now, and security checks in and out of the outer ring are 10 times more strict than in the city.
And I guess also
If
that,
what
of course.
Perlman said is true, PubSec would definitely have arrested him on the way in. The enemies are out in the open, and we're in the shadows. Based on past experience, we'll probably need a low-key plan.
I mean, one interesting thing is, I guess, election is ramping up, so, or I guess election is basically happening now. So I wonder who even is participating in that. We haven't really seen
You mean
anything related to
the
that
Hollows?
yet. We know that one guy.
The main roads are filled with PubSec checkpoints armed to the bamboo ears. If anything goes wrong and we need to use the Hollows, we'll need a reliable proxy. You only come to us when it's dangerous.
Master, if Perlman's claims are true, he may possess information about the unknown species in the monument at the construction
That's an
site.
interesting point.
This could assist with your
And
long-term
probably true if
objectives.
you think about it.
That's true. The Cunning Hairs, Bellabog Industries, Victoria Housekeeping, and the Sons of Caledon. It all began with this.
I mean, in my opinion, they obviously need to stay on track with that. I think that just makes sense. Let's head to the outer ring.
It's
We're
time to see
going
this
back to the
through.
outer ring, boys.
Alright, I'll go.
Anyway,
But just me. Belle will stay home and help coordinate remote support through the HDD.
interesting.
Excellent. Seeing it through is the pro move. I'll contact someone who can get us out of the city. Don't forget to bring your little buddy.
Which little buddy?
Oh,
Oh,
the
the,
way,
I guess.
can we use
Is he
your
talking
car?
about the Bamboo?
If my car gets stopped, my license application is doomed.
You're driving without a license?
Well, I guess the Cunning Hairs are doing things a little bit different than usual. Or like, usual, like other people would usually do it. But I guess that's not my problem, unless I'd be sitting in a car and so on. Probably not try that. Okay, we have quite a few locations. Although it doesn't look like I'm supposed to be going there, so... Well, like, where am I supposed to be going? Right through the outer ring. Now, usually, the game would just point me to where I have to go. But in this case, it's just telling me parking lot. Which is literally the same location. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm supposed to be talking to Nicole. That makes more sense. Ready to go, Broxy? Are we heading out now? Yep. Got ready to set off. Target outer ring as for the route. Well, you're in charge of driving, so I'll leave the navigation to you. Thank you, I guess. I'll just be sitting in the passenger seat, observing the nearby public security checkpoints with my use of street experience. I'll let you know immediately if anyone starts to target us. Hopefully that's not the case. Meanwhile, outside a dead-end hollow at the scene of the Vision Corporation scandal.
New Eridu is a city of miracles. The only sanctuary that can protect people in this world plagued
So we
by
obviously know that
horrors.
Bringer is basically the big guy going for it.
That's what the leader of the survivor group I was with as a kid told me. The days
Do we
spent
have any
wandering the
alternatives? I
wasteland
think that's
hiding
not really
from
known.
hollows were hard.
At least I have not
Hope
really
was
seen any
all that kept
alternatives.
me going. Thankfully, we eventually made it here.
Or like they
Just
didn't bring
like
up
the
any.
rumors said, the city took us in and gave us the protection we needed. From that point on, I was determined to do everything possible to keep this beacon of hope safe, to protect this miracle city for everyone. And that's why I'm
Is he
running.
calling it Miracle City because he just wants to get on the good side of everyone? Or is it calling Miracle City because, as far as I know, Naruto is the only place still, like, the only proper city left remaining. We do have the Outer Ring, of course, but that's just like small outskirts, effectively.
Just like my leader
As
used
far
to
as I
tell
know,
me,
the only big
be
city
a
left
hero
is
for
Naruto.
the people. Build for everyone.
Bringer has gone on a little bit off script, hasn't he?
Stupid speech.
You hear the crisp click-clack of high heels on the floor as a tall figure in black and red slowly approaches, ignoring Bringer's venomous stare.
Didn't you write that yourself? Is it that hard to recite your own story?
So that's a new character we haven't been introduced to yet.
What are you doing here?
You don't look so pleased. Isn't being appointed the chief commander something to celebrate?
Cut the sarcasm.
I'm being sincere.
I wonder what kind of position she has.
Vision Corporation is done for. Hand has what's in the monument. Nullface's attack failed. And don't even get me started on the idiots who couldn't take
Obviously,
over
she
the
looks
Outer
kind
Ring
of
or
like
those worthless
bossy,
gangs.
I guess.
The plan can't proceed without the sacrifice sample. You want me to butt heads with the Void Hunter from Section 6? Or am I supposed to be the honest and noble commander now?
A plan is just a tool to reach a goal, not the goal itself.
I feel like we'll run into Section 6 considering
According to the circumstances.
one of them is the, with Miyabi, one of them is basically the featured character of this version. I believe she's basically front and center of the thumbnail as well. Or like the thumbnails, I guess, yeah.
Don't get all worked up. I'm here to help you formulate a new plan. Take a look at this.
She hands over the folder she's carrying. Bringer flips it through it skeptically. A moment later.
What? The Hoshimis have a family secret like this? How come I've never heard of it? Is this intel reliable?
Well, if it's secret, you'd think it's secret and not many people know about it.
White Noise went to great lengths to obtain this information. It's credible enough.
White Noise? That loser who lost to Phaethon during the Red Fang Gang case? That guy's even worse than Nullface.
The real deal is on the job this time, not some overconfident underling. Besides, I have a plan to verify the intel's authenticity. And this plan requires assistance from you, our honest and noble commander.
I'll contact you once I'm done with this damned speech.
Very well.
So, no idea what a Sarah is. I think that will probably become crucial later. And Sarah kind of expects him to, like, actually win the election, it feels like. Bringer closes the file and gets up to leave. Watching his figure gradually fade into the distance, Sarah suddenly voices a question.
That leader of yours? The hero who led you to New Eridu?
The night before we reached the city, he became corrupted.
Sorry.
He was abandoned by the very survivors he'd been protecting.
Chapter 5. A short while later, somewhere in the Outer Ring. Well, that's a familiar city. We have returned here. Last time around we were down there. This time we have moved here. No, I don't want to go down. I just want to move on with the story, and... Was Perman always this short? Anyway. Finally we made it here safely. Nice driving. Of course, compared to me, the speed was a little lacking. Get your license first. Hold on, don't get me wrong, I'm not some fool who only knows how to slam the gas pedal. I drive fast because I've got the skills and the guts. I don't have a driver's license because I don't have time for the exam. Plus, getting a license would mean paying off all those overdue fines. And I don't want to lose money. Let's not talk about that for now. Proxy, do you want to hear what Perman has to say? This guy's words don't add up. It's suspicious. Maybe you can tell if he's lying or not. Okay, fill me in on the situation first.
Well, so basically, despite being the so-called CEO of Vision Corporation, I'm really just a puppet. Sarah's the one orchestrating all the company's major plans, including the old metro construction project.
Okay, that basically already tells us who Sarah is, the CEO of the Vision Corporation. Which makes things interesting, because that means if Bringer and her are in the cahoots, or like basically connected, that should be concerning.
And the only reason she dares pull all these risky moves is because Bringer's got her back. They never let me be part of the planning process. They just told me what to do after everything's decided. They even kicked me out to eat in the staff cafeteria.
Well, that certainly sounds like Parma didn't really have a great one. Okay. Looks like there might have been a brief issue with YouTube, but looks like everything's fine. Alright, let's see. Do you have any proof?
Do you have any concrete proof besides what you've told us?
I do! I really do! I've been keeping an eye out when I realized their plans were getting dangerous. I may be the CEO in name only, but I'm still the CEO. I have to sign a lot of documents.
Interesting.
I kept hard copies of every proposal and email related to the old Metro project that Sarah worked on. I put them together while they made me eat in the staff cafeteria.
Sounds like he might have realized that he's probably on the cutting board at some point. Which makes sense if he's literally only the puppet and has nothing to decide.
I hid those copies among various construction documents. If we can find them, we'll have evidence of her communications with Bringer, or the account numbers showing the transactions.
Really? With proof like that, we can definitely make a case.
Let's not bring her up her name for the time being.
The project went to Kaleda's Belobog Industries after the scandal.
What? You know that company with more bears than humans and more machines than bears? Well, great. That makes things easier. Well, since you know them,
It makes me wonder, like, I mean, if you can build a connection between Springer and the Vision Corporation, that could cause his downfall, and but it's at the same time, what will that mean?
I see. Didn't think you had that up your sleeve. Seems being CEO wasn't entirely just a title. Belle, I'll contact Kaleda now.
Nicole, sounds like the chubby potato was telling the truth. Oh, what do we do next? Take him to public security, Mew? But the bad guys are there.
And with the elections happening, public security is everywhere in the
Yeah, we
city.
basically cannot get him, like, we cannot allow him to get into the city.
Don't worry, unlike this potato here, I, Nicole, am CEO of the Cunning Hares in both name and skill. I've already got a plan. Ever played jungle chess? Hare eats mouse, wolf eats hare, tiger eats wolf, elephant eats tiger, and mouse eats elephant. My point is, there's always a bigger fish. A wise hare uses the tiger to eat the wolf. So if we want to take down the tiger, we'll need an elephant.
What is that supposed to mean exactly?
elephant. But only a handful of organizations in New Eridu have influence equal to public security. The Defense Force, White Star Institute, and... Wait, do you mean...
Exactly. I'm bringing in the youngest and biggest elephant in New Eridu.
A loud honk echoes as several trucks with the Leaps and Bounds logo drive into the open area. A cute, sleepy face peeks out from the driver's window.
Right on time. Thank you for riding our special Leaps and Bounds shuttle. You have arrived at your destination.
Are we just going to use her to get us in?
Wow.
Okay, no, I didn't really expect that.
Amazing.
But to be fair, looking at the fountains and so on, you should have.
The earth is wobbling, and even the air smells dizzy.
You're just car sick, Sukaku. Hold my hand and rest a bit. Asaba, are you doing okay?
Just need a minute. This driver is something else. I feel like I'm gonna...
I'm starting to question Pyra's driving skills.
Arranging a secret meetup in the Outer Ring on such an important day. You better have worthwhile intel, Nicole of the Cunning Hairs.
Discuss section 6 with Nicole. But first, I want to talk to everyone else. Let's see, few the people you want to have our own ride safely. There are many checkpoints along the way, and the trucks are big, so we had to take a long detour just to get here. Thank you so much. Or let's go. Thank you so much. It's no big deal. Little me just tried my best with stepping on the gas. Plus, I did this time. We're only helping the Cunning Hairs on your account, Proxy. But there's no extra charge. Of course, it would be great if I could at least get reimbursed for gas. I'll add it to Nicole's tab. Oh boy. I'll charge your gas money to Nicole's account and throw in a few bottles of nitro fuel for you. Okay, next time I win a prize draw, I'll treat you to a few drinks. Well, hopefully. Okay, can't interact with Billy. Can I interact with anyone else? Asaba. I do wonder how she was driving. It sounds like she was driving incredibly fast. Maybe even faster than Nicole, but that's not something I can, like, know. Unfortunately. See, are you okay? Is everything alright? Yeah, he's struggling a little. I mean, if he has to have to escape something, it makes sense. Probably. I'd rather walk back than right before again. Oh boy. Yeah, he's not happy with Piper's driving skills. Sokaku. Okay, yeah. It's not only him. Awesome, now I have 3 Nagis. Okay, apparently he needs to take some medicine. Oh, I'll listen to Nagi and stay still. Ah. I didn't move, so there's still a 3 Nagis swaying around. They're moving around perfectly in sync. Just like seaweed. Swaying seaweed. Oh boy. Yeah, they probably need a little bit of time to recover. We can also talk to Ambi. They're from section 6. They're so intimidating. I feel like I could be arrested at any moment. But why? That won't happen. They're familiar with Nicole, so they wouldn't go after me and Billy. After all, we're just intelligence workers on the brink of bankruptcy. Most importantly, it's not the end of the year, so they shouldn't be in a rush to meet a performance quotas. Ready? Then I can relax. However, it's still too early to be completely at ease. I've heard that Section 6 won't randomly arrest people, but they also won't let actual criminals get away. So, Nikomata, you need to be careful. What do you mean? I may have been with the Red Fang gang before, but I shouldn't have a criminal record. No, you are indeed a criminal. Last night at midnight, you stole my egg pudding. The evidence is in the trash can. And technically speaking, that counts as theft. Is this really the time to be hung up on that? Oh boy. Well, that was a lovely bunch. Anyway, time to actually discuss Section 6, I guess, with Nicole. You think, are you impressed by my connections proxy? Nicole from the Cunning Hairs. I'm quite a notable figure in New Eridu. Even HSOS 6 are old friends of mine. If you're willing to give me a 20% discount on the overdue commission fees, I can introduce you to more useful connections. You know Section 6, Nicole. I'm more impressed that Nicole could get in touch with Section 6 through private channels. How did you pull that off? Have you been holding out on me? Okay, let's see. Told you I have powerful friends in our line of work. Connections are everything. That's for how I know that Battle of Grace Fox. That's a story from way back. When she first joined Hand, she went on a mission and got duped big time. Even lost her precious family katana. For real? Did you help her see through the scam? I was the one who scammed her katana. Oh boy. Why are you looking at me like that? That was my first gig on the street. I have no idea who she was, and she was so naive. Anyway, I gave the katana back to her in the end, and through that, we got to know each other. Is bringing in Section 6 really a good idea? Well, the connection with Nicole certainly is not off to a great start. Don't worry, Proxy, that Battle Crazed Fox is a reasonable person. He won't give innocent people any trouble. As long as we tell her the full story, she should agree to work with us against Bringer. Proxy, let's go to the Battle Crazed Fox about Perman. Let's go. Great, this time we'll definitely get this done. Hopefully. Section 6 demands to interrogate Perman alone. Before executive officers corner him, forming a makeshift interrogation room into open field. After some time...
Is everything okay, Mia? Chubby Potato's laughing one minute, crying the next. Now he's bawling on the floor. What kind of questions are they asking him?
Interrogations by the defense force have similar effects, but they usually use tools. Achieving this with words alone. These officers are very talented.
Well, I'm gonna say luckily, I guess, for us. You definitely heard that.
You're done already? That was quick. As expected of the elephant.
Elephant? I'm a fox, Thyron.
Yeah, she doesn't know the context of what she was saying earlier.
Not important. How did the interrogation go? I wasn't lying, was I? There's more to the Vision scandal, and Bringer's behind it.
You are accusing Officer Bringer of a criminal offense, but the witness's info only indicates another suspect. There's a big difference.
I mean, okay, we already know that he's involved, obviously. But I guess the evidence doesn't speak for that.
Thank you for your professional opinion, Miss Class Rep. But your fancy talk isn't helping us decide what to do next.
I feel like that's probably a bad idea to, like, say it like that, but okay.
I can't say I understand Yanagi's professional opinion either. But I have full faith in her judgment. We need to look further into the Vision case.
Are you smirking? Did you just give me an I won look?
Not at all. I was just adjusting my glasses. You must be mistaken.
Bet you didn't have very many friends in school, Mia.
Why do I feel like they're not going to like each other?
Deputy Chief totally strikes me as the teacher's favorite star student back in school.
stop.
Ambi just randomly jumps in.
Are you into the star student type? My apologies.
Yeah, they're basically getting on each other's throats at this,
I'm asking you to not move any further.
What's going on
12
here?
o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 6 o'clock. You've been intentionally positioning yourselves to surround us since the conversation started. I don't like it.
Okay, what is going on
No
here?
other intentions. Please stay where I can see you. Do not attempt to leave my line of sight.
Ambi's concerned. I wonder if that's about the reason or not. Ambi's calm yet firm voice instantly shifts the atmosphere, leaving the growling crowd in uneasy silence.
Oh my. Very perceptive. Guess it's no coincidence our metal friend has his hand on the holster?
I suspect not.
I'll take my hand off my holster when Miss Star Student lets go of her retractable blade's handle.
What? Ambi? Are you serious? Hey.
As I said, we need to look further into the vision case. In addition to Perlman, we'll be taking this one too.
Which one? So, wait, hang on, they're going to take on Pearlman, and who else? The youngest Phaethon in New Erdu glances over, her sharp gaze landing right in the middle of the crowd. You're gonna take us?
You want to take me in?
Seeing you here was unexpected, independent investigation team lead. Or should I call you proxy?
Well, that's a little bit of a problem.
I knew you were too skilled for the independent investigation team. You've got a side hustle that keeps you sharp, huh? Or maybe investigating Hollow Zero is the side hustle.
I haven't done it in a while, to be fair.
Hold on. They have nothing to do with the vision case.
According to Perlman's statements, a proxy was deeply involved in the entire Vision Corporation scandal. Our investigations also suggest a proxy was linked to the Bellabog Industries construction incident.
Well, to be fair, this only takes saying a different. Kind of didn't really expect that.
Plus, Public Security's airship incident and the Outer Ring. If I recall correctly, our independent investigation team lead also made an appearance at the Outer Ring's important traditional competition. Coincidence? I think not.
It is just a coincidence. They're just an old buddy of mine who sometimes works with us cutting hair.
And it makes me wonder, like, are they suspecting us of being involved with the Vision, like, being as part of Vision? Or are they thinking of us, like, well, this is a proxy that thinking of negatively us because we're a proxy?
Chill out! It's just some background checks, and then you're good to go. We never bully anyone. Miss Two-Tails, could you please stop giving me that scary look?
Pretty sure he's talking about Nekomato.
This is a crucial time for New Eridu. With leaders of all key sectors gathered together, any mistake could destabilize the city's foundation.
I know that, and that's why I asked you to help me expose the true culprit.
Why drag an innocent person?
Yeah, I'm getting the vibe that they might be thinking that we're on Vision's side, but that's not the case.
You've only shown us a fragment of a conspiracy theory, and the full story could be anything. The truth you're pushing,
And also
is
that's
just one
but that's a fair point, because the thing is that as far as I know, proxies are still like not allowed in Eridu, obviously.
The city must be completely eradicated. That is the fundamental principle of
I get a mild feeling that Nicole might not have been thinking as far as they might have.
They're really not a threat or harmful at all.
Eradicate all evil. We decide for ourselves what evil is. Even if they're not an evil person, they may still hold important information pertaining to the truth. And your evasive attitude only makes my conviction
To be fair, I mean, we have matching it, or yeah, we have basically matched the situation a
If you
little.
want Section 6's support, please cooperate with us, Nicole of the Cunning Hairs.
The white on his gaze almost carries a palpable menace to it, making our pink-haired girl, who's consistently undotted and never afraid, grow unusually flustered. After a brief flickering with her eyes, she grits her teeth and stands in the path of this fox tyrant.
I changed my mind. I think I made a mistake. We actually don't need your help. If I say that, will you leave? I'll comp all your travel costs.
Nicole, I'm not the same rookie I was back then anymore.
So, Nicole basically decides to sacrifice Section 6 help in order to keep
You were
us.
way cuter back when you were a rookie. Proxy, I'm sorry. We might not be able to hold them off for long.
Why did you just literally call us Proxy? That makes no sense, but oh well. I feel like our discussion just got interrupted, and it's not by Section 6. The gunfire erupts like a relentless downpour, and sharp bursts of dust and smoke scatter across the open clearing. A flash of blades, swift as lightnings, shatters a bullet hurtling toward Pearlman, sending up a spray of sparks in an eerie glow. You have a mild feeling that suddenly they were a little bit uninterrupted. That's gonna be a new feature, by the way.
Gunfire? This pattern. Suppressive marching fire.
I wonder if
They're
that suddenly
surrounding us
convinces them,
from
okay,
three
we're not
directions.
involved with this.
Nicole, did you set this up? Are you really colluding with the criminals?
Hey, I was gonna ask you the same thing. Isn't this armed ambush you're doing?
Oh boy.
Don't tell me someone else is after us.
I mean, to be fair, we're dealing here with Pearlman. There's definitely, if the things are true, which hopefully they kind of realize that they are. Pearlman is basically the most VIP target, I think, in probably entirety of the area and surroundings right now. So, gotta keep that in mind, guys. Piper barrels in with Steel Tusk, just in time to shoot everyone.
Piper, start the truck. Now's our chance to get out of here.
Wait! You're not getting away!
How about you jump also onto the truck? A barrage of bullets disrupts the confrontation. The Cunninghams seize the chance and hop into the truck, leaving Section 6 behind as they charge through the gunfire. I kind of expected them to take Section 6 with us, but never mind, I guess. But it makes things concerning, so I guess we cannot get their help after all. A little unexpected cutscene.
We've changed our route so many times, but they're still hot on our heels. Oh my God, let's go!
Huh? Focus on the road. I'll deal with them.
Whoa, dude, you're trying way too hard.
I'm trying to recognize which. Okay, that's a little funny. I'm trying to figure out who this is from.
Where's Nicole's backup?
That's not a backup. They just say naps? I'm not sure.
I've got you now.
I'm trying to figure out what this is. Okay.
Eat my dust.
I have a mild feeling that apparently she has a lot of experience in invading things.
Take this.
But wait, hang on. Where did this guy come from? There was one of those enemies on the right side, suddenly on the driver on the driver thingy.
What happened?
And I'm pretty sure that's Miyabi. Sometime after the truck was attacked and lost control in an unknown outer ring hollow. As Wise works on adjusting the communications device, Miyabi stands guard to the side, calm and quiet.
How'd it go? Did you fix it?
Try adjusting your smart ocular implants or try connecting your friends. I feel like she might stop us from doing two, so I'm just gonna go with one.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Yeah, I guess never mind, it's basically the same thing.
Fairy, can you hear me? Still nothing. Can't believe the crash broke the implants. Now that the main functions are down and communications are cut off, we're isolated. This isn't good.
I see.
Check in with Miyabi or try starting a conversation with Miyabi. Check in.
Miss Hoshimi, how are things on your end?
Things are going to be very awkward for the next 2 hours, but I guess that's what we have to deal with.
Nothing so far. I went after you alone after you drove off. My teammates might still be fighting the attackers outside the hollow.
I see. Miss Hoshimi, could you please let go of my hand? I kinda want to wipe my sweat off.
I feel like she might not be able to do that.
Get past 11 motorcycles, 4 cars, and 5 soldiers.
Or rather, she doesn't want to.
It's pure luck I found you in the hollow. It'll be hard to catch you if you escape again. The Hoshimi family doesn't make the same mistake thrice.
Why twice? Why thrice? So I guess it already happened 2 times. What was the second time? Yeah, okay. He's asking the same thing.
Shouldn't that be twice? Anyway, I promise I won't run off. Besides, there's nowhere to run to. Wandering the hollow without a carrot will just get us even more lost.
In that case, let's sit down. The Hollow Survival Guide says it's best to wait in a safe corner for rescue. My teammates will come looking for me. We just need to hold out until then.
The young white hunter stares at a katana in her hands, lost in her own thoughts. I mean, she doesn't really have much of an option now, does she? Let's go with new plan, though.
Are you sure this is the right move, Miss Hoshimi?
You mean being stuck in the hollow on election day? Knowing there's a dangerous case out there, while my team fights and I just sit here? Is that what you're asking? No, I don't think this is the right move, but there's nothing else I can do. So I'm undergoing the training called Maintain Composure Despite the Emotional Turmoil Inside.
Oh boy.
I see. Since you also don't want to just wait around, may I suggest another option? How about we work together? I'm indeed an experienced proxy. Given my expertise, I'm confident I can find us a way out. However, I lack the ability to handle unexpected danger. You have the combat prowess, and I have the skills to find the exit. Let's put aside the whole arrest thing for now, and get out of here together. What do you say?
Didn't you say your important gadget is broken? How will you navigate us?
Explain what a proxy can do. Let's see.
Well, have you heard of the maze-solving algorithm? In simple terms, if we ignore the dangers in the hollow and just consider its tendency to make people lost, it's really nothing but a maze.
Sounds plausible.
Finding a path through a maze has been a well-studied math problem since the old civilization. With enough basic data, even the most complicated maze can be solved.
Enough basic data? You mean hollow observation data?
Exactly. The most common task for HIA investigators traversing the hollows is to set up devices to gather hollow observation data, or to retrieve new observation data from existing data piles. The observation data is essential for exploring the hollows, and is used to make carrots.
So proxies can find an exit in the hollow using observation data?
A trained proxy is able to do so, or rather, that should be a proxy's bread and butter. Not many people really care about it these days. After all, a carrot or high-spec computer can calculate it for them.
But sounds like we can.
Anyway, there is a way out. If you could help me find an observation data pile, I'll handle the rest.
The Foxfire ponders for a short moment before nodding her head serenely.
Understood. Let's call a temporary truce.
Yeah, I feel like she's not happy that she has to do this, but
wise decision.
I mean,
So,
I guess she doesn't really have
could
much
you
of a
please
choice.
Let go of my head now. I really need to wipe that sweat off. The spot I fell on still hurts quite a bit. Moving through the hollow in my physical body is so uncomfortable.
Leave any fighting to me. You just go at your own pace.
Wait, what? She just said something. I'm guessing it's the idle quote or something. I'm okay, just a little uncomfortable after entering a hollow. Let's look around for hollow observation data paths. Miss Hoshimi, I can read the data inside and find a way out here from here.
There's a hollow observation data pile ahead. We can determine the way forward once we extract the data from it.
Then tag one moment. I'll try to read it and create a makeshift carrot. Sync controls. When the bang boom moves to the left, you can simultaneously control the target on the right to move in the same way. Try to bring the target into the designated location. Well, that's not quite what I had intended. There you go. Congrats. Kind of looked like a new game, to be fair, like a new arcade game. It takes some time. By the way, your katana has been trembling and making strange noises. Is everything okay? No, it's nothing. No need to worry. Just focus on reading the data proxy. I'll protect you. But I'll get started. I'll leave the rest to you, Miss Hoshimi.
Great. We have the data on the surrounding hollow. But this isn't enough to calculate an escape route.
We need another one.
Find more data. Thanks to you, Miss Hoshimi. We haven't had any trouble along the way. But something just doesn't feel right.
This looks like the same.
Activity nearby seems to be increasing.
We're also getting some static occasionally.
Miss Hoshimi, is something wrong? The mechanism ahead should open the door. Leave it to me.
Oh, there it is. Alright, let's go. Let's get inside. Control panel. Character intro. Okay, Miyabi's gonna take over. Or I guess you're taking over Miyabi. When Hoshimi Miyabi uses her special attack and other skills to deal frost damage, she applies ice fire to the target. When accumulating frost anomaly build up against targets with ice fire, Hoshimi Miyabi's frost anomaly build-up rate increases with her crit rate. As Hoshimi accumulates frost anomaly build-up, it has its own independent attribute anomaly build-up gauge, and freeze, shadow, and frostbite effects triggered by it can react with other attribute anomalies, including ice attribute anomaly to trigger disorder. When Miyabi accumulates maximum frost anomaly build-up on an enemy affected by ice fire, it will apply the frostbite effect to the enemy, removing ice fire and triggering frostburn break to deal massive frost damage to the target and inflict the frostburn state. When in the frostburn state, all squad members accumulated anomaly build-up against the target increases, but Miyabi cannot apply ice fire to the target. The frostburn state will end with the frostbite state, Applying an attribute and anomaly effect to the enemy can avoid frostbite and remove frostburn. Triggering frostburn break using an EX special attack or using an ultimate grants Miyabi Fallen Frost. If 2 or more points of Fallen Frost, hold that button and push on Miyabi will enter Shimotsuki stance and begin charging. Each level of charge will consume 2 points of Fallen Frost, up to a max of 3 charge levels. On releasing the button or when all Fallen Frost has been expended, Miyabi will perform a powerful slash forward based on the current charge level, dealing massive frost damage and then exit Shimotsuki stance.
There are enemies ahead. I'll take care of them. You can just hide for now.
I kind of like her. I kind of like her skills, like just the way she's fighting. Yeah, I kind of like this. But it looks more electricity-like than ice-like, to be fair. My opinion.
There's a hollow observation data pile ahead.
Wait, where is it? There it is. The hollow observation data pile here controls the etheric extraction tower. I'll try to hack it, but the stored ether might overflow from the tower, drawing in ethereals. No problem, I'll take care of them. Okay, I'll leave the ethereals to you. I'll focus on accessing tower controls. Are you sure your katana is okay? If you need, I can take a look at its electrical components. Because that's what katanas usually have. Don't worry, this is normal. Just focus on reading the data, Brooksy.
Collecting the data will take some time. Mitsushimi, watch out for the
Understood.
current.
You focus on processing the data. Leave the rest to me.
Yep, that's going decently. That's for sure. Alright, there we go. Right below it? This one? Nope. I mean, to be fair, we're doing fine. Oh, I said it as we lose basically half of our life.
We have control authorization now. We can stop the ether code.
Nicely done. Now we can go all out.
Okay, anyway, we're continuing on with this fight. It's taking a little while.
Victory, the only option.
Yeah, that's her ultimate. I do kind of like her playstyle. I do kind of like it, to be honest.
Amazing.
And we're entering a cutscene.
How's it looking?
I've already got some usable exit routes. The nearest one is... What's wrong?
Yeah, I don't think things are going too well.
Tailless is trying to break free.
That's a little concerning.
What?
I'm guessing we're trying to help putting it back in into this sleeve or whatever it is. Jade, that's the name actually I was looking for.
Hold it steady! Almost there!
So much about it. Yeah, this is normal.
Is it sealed?
Do now at an unidentified location. Did we get out? We're talking to her.
Miss Soshimi, how are you doing?
This is the third time you've asked me that. Why?
Because it'll be awkward otherwise.
Sorry. It's just that we've gone through something straight out of an action movie. That weird fire tornado couldn't have been good for you, right?
Probably, maybe.
No need to worry.
But your hair's all singed and curling from the fire.
That's the Hoshimi family's natural curls.
Sure.
You don't need to worry about me. I've been through worse situations. An incident like this won't faze me.
Hey, look, there's sparks coming off your katana. Yeah, that's probably not great.
Miss Hoshimi, there are sparks coming from your katana.
What?
Sorry, I lied. You don't look very unfazed.
Oh, come on.
That's not funny. And my response was normal.
Yeah, I'd probably be worried if I heard similar things.
Alright, I just... Miss Hoshimi, there's foxfire on you!
Where?
Why do I feel like, Wise is probably going to get hit by Miyavich's Charlie?
Sorry, I lied again. See? You fell for it twice in just a few seconds. That's what I call being phased.
You?
Yeah, you're not making friends right now.
You keep mocking me. What do you have to say to me?
I just wanted to help you. I didn't mean anything else.
Yeah, and she has not taken it well at all.
The Hoshimi family never makes the same mistake thrice. But you just did. Miss Hoshimi, doesn't that mean something
I
serious?
still wonder what she meant with thrice, you know? Phaethon's glare softens, giving way to confusion and a hint of unease.
When my katana was out of control, you rushed into the foxfire without any protection. Why? You already figured out where the exit is. You could have left me behind and not worry about getting arrested.
I'm your proxy or we're partners now. Let's go with fun, let's be
Yes,
obvious.
I'm your proxy. Even if we're just temporary partners, I promise to get you out. And that's what I'll do.
Miyabi falls silent again, seemingly lost in thought. Then she raises her katana before your eyes.
This is a Hoshimi family heirloom, wielded by generations to eradicate evil. It's never misbehaved once since my father made the scabbard for me. Not even deep within Hollow Zero's core. I don't know why it went out of control. Maybe there was some external influence. My father might have the answer, but I can't reach him until we're out of the Hollow. Besides, he's likely busy socializing with the mayor today, secretly swapping wine for juice. Reaching him won't be easy.
So I feel like it might that might make him important for whatever's going to happen. Can I please take a look at the katana? Is she just going to easily give it away like this? I don't think so.
Can I please take a look at the katana?
Apart from being a proxy, you're also a bladesmith?
Not really. I guess we're just curious.
No, but I noticed some electrical components on your scabbard. If you don't mind, I'd like to take a closer look. The core functions in my ocular implants are down, but I can still interact with electronics to an extent. Perhaps there's a clue on the scabbard.
So you just want to dig into what the hell this katana is?
If it's just the scabbard, I guess you can touch it.
Let's say, I guess.
The smart data structure of this blade looks really familiar. Strange. It's like a labyrinth of hollow observation data. Is it meant to trap something inside the scabbard?
So, do you have a way to fix it?
I'll need to borrow the data pile's computing power again. There's a shortcut up ahead. Let's go.
Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure it's hiding something. Why are you moving? Pretty sure it's not hiding. Pretty sure it's supposed to be trapping something that basically just wanted to escape right now. Right, let's see. This is apparently a shortcut, but it feels longer than the other ones. Or like, longer than the other path was just now.
A defense mechanism. Is this the enemy's handiwork? I'll try shutting it off.
Okay, be careful.
I'm to just completely run into it. Anyway, never mind. Well, if you can't just walk around like that easily. Control power.
Strange. The defense mechanism is still running.
Why is she not following us, by the way? She's just chilling on the other side, and that's kind of weird. Oh, anyway. Yeah, I know that game, thank you very much. But I can't go up anymore. Oh, hang on. There you go, congrats, thank you very much. And that's all we need to do.
Sub-control units A and B aren't responding. We'll have to find them.
You're still standing on the other side, but at least not directly anymore.
Could you look for them?
Okay, I'll go take a look.
I can't straight up walk into it. I kind of like this. Anyway, we are facing some enemies. Time to defeat them. Alright. Isn't doing a lot of damage. Actually, maybe with the skill? Yep, there you go. That's doing quite a amount of damage.
Be careful, Miss Oshimi. Miss Oshimi, I have a theory about your brain.
Go on.
Its internal data structure resembles a maze-solving algorithm. We might be able to use hollow observation data to optimize it. Anyway, let's find the remaining observation data first.
So whatever we are trapping inside of our, or whatever Miyabi's trapping inside of her blade, it's just trying to escape, and I guess we're going to use that algorithm to just get it stuck again? Like, doing the complete opposite of, you know, maze finding.
Is this the device we're looking for?
Oh, okay. Oh, and we can get hurt by that. I thought it was blocking us from, like, you know, actually controlling it, but no mind.
Alright. Sub-control unit A is dealt with.
But where's B?
And one more to go. It should be nearby.
Oh, B would have just been right next to it? Yep, there it is.
Control permissions have been granted. We can turn off the mechanism now.
Proxy, you said there's a way to fix my blade?
Well, I guess if we improve it with the data.
Fix it. More like an emergency adjustment. We'll use the information in the data pile to optimize the internal system. We can give it a try when we find the next data pile.
All right. That doesn't conflict with our final objective. Thank you.
The last observation data pile should be nearby. Once we find it, I can try adjusting your blade.
I trust you, Proxy.
I think that was just the third and final chest. So we are nearing the end of this mission, I think.
Seems trouble's caught up with us again.
Not a problem with me here.
Yep, Miyabi's completely taking care of that.
The last hollow observation data pile should be behind this door. I'll use it to adjust the scabbard first, and then I'll find a way out. Don't worry, Mr. Shimi. I'll do my best.
Also, I noticed that apparently we do just heal back up at the end of the each of these rounds. Something I've noticed. Oh, gotta be careful of that one. And there you go, that's all of them.
I didn't expect an alarm.
Hold on just a moment, Miss Hoshimi. I'll calibrate the scabbard's data module. How confident are you about fixing it, Proxy? Or Miss Hoshimi assimilated the several times on his way here? I've got this. Please just let me try. I mean, what's the worst that could happen, right? Everything, literally everything. Oh, hang on. There you go. Congrats, thank you very much. Should I be concerned about that? Well, I guess yes.
You should do it. Miyabi, take the blade.
Thank you. Leave the enemies to me. You go hide.
Should I be concerned about that cough of just now? Probably. Alright, that's first enemy down. We do have 3 left. I think I should have this skill coming up at some point soon, TM. Okay, second one down. Third one down. And the fourth one just has half life left. So it shouldn't be taking too big of a time from now on. Especially with the skill, let's say. I am disappointed with the damage amount. But we have not a skill. So there we go, that should be it, right? Close enough. There we go.
Seems to be working as normal. You can come out now, Proxy. Proxy?
Where did we hide in the first place? Yeah, okay, he's not doing fine. Are you okay? He is clearly not okay. To be fair, do we know how much ether aptitude he has? I don't think so. This isn't something that we know, we've known. Overwhelmed by intense dizziness, the surroundings become blurred before your eyes. You gradually lose consciousness and fall to the ground. Well, I would hope that we still make our way out of here. Because that would be a little bit concerning if we didn't. A short while later, outside the hollow, somewhere in the wilderness of the Outer Ring. The numbness of the rapid corruption gradually subsides, and your senses are slowly coming back.
You're awake? You're awake! Manager's awake!
You're finally awake. I'm so tired. Ambi, Star Student, are you guys okay?
I'm okay. Nekomata, there's some water inside the suitcase. Can you grab one for me?
Or is it supposed to be for me?
Why is
dear eye still hurt? Is anywhere else hurting?
Red is of course concerned, which makes sense. What happened to me? Or are we out of the... I mean, with Nicole talking, we're obviously out of it. But what happened?
My ocular implants are working again. I feel dizzy. I have a headache and my chest hurts, and it feels like my face and mouth are burning. Is this real? Am I out of the hollow?
Welcome back to the real world. You made it out. If you'd stayed unconscious any longer, your sibling would have yeeted my butt into the hollow.
Yeah, makes sense.
Welcome back, Master. I have calibrated your smart ocular implants via my first assistant, EOS. Approximately half an hour ago, the head of Section 6, Hoshimi Miyabi, pulled you out of the northwest side of the Outer Ring Hollow.
I guess that means we did end up being able to, you know, actually finalize the stuff, or like the exit, or like the path to the exit.
Initial test results indicate that you were exposed to an extremely dangerous level of ether energy, triggering partial corruption.
So I guess from now on, try and stay outside.
After leaving
Probably.
the hollow, the rejection reaction caused further complications, with a brief cardiac arrest being the most severe. Thankfully, the Cunning Hares and Section 6 provided professional emergency resuscitation.
Kind of feels like we got uncomfortably close to dying. Or at least once did.
Okay, we just gave you some emergency care to pull you back from the brink. No need to get into the details. You'd better see a doctor for a more thorough anti-corruption treatment after this.
Pretty sure Nicole was concerned. Have you made up with Section 6, Nicole?
Are you and Section 6 on good terms now, Nicole? And where's Miss Hoshimi? Is she okay?
Right at that moment, a cool familiar voice spoke up from behind. Sounds like it.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. And I mean it this time.
As expected of the chief, busting out of a hollow carrying someone affected by corruption and showing no symptoms herself.
Asaba, did you get the captives to talk?
Which captives? I guess she's referring to the ones that tried to attack us, probably.
Yeah, they confessed, but nothing too helpful. The only thing we know for sure is that our guess was right.
Did I skip an episode or something? Or what's going on? I mean, I'm pretty sure this is about the ones that were attacking us before all of this went down.
Hang on. What are you guys talking about? I'm not following.
I'll fill you in. After your car crashed into the hollow, we got surrounded by those heavily armed mercenaries and had to take them out first. During the fight, we ran into the remaining Section 6 members.
Oh, okay.
The bad guys were chasing after us, and we were chasing after Chief Miyabi. She went into a hollow, and we bumped into the Cunning Hares.
So, yeah, multiple things are going on. I mean, we now get to basically, we now get told the story that we've been seeing from the other ones. But like, from the point of the other ones.
It was a tough situation, so we joined forces to take down the mercenaries. Just when we were ready to head into the hollow to find you, Section 6 got a message from Miyabi saying you were with her, and that you were in danger. We hurried over here and found you lying on the ground, and Miyabi...
Uh-oh.
You can skip that part.
Please go on.
What? Are you embarrassed? That's not very like you, Fox.
If you keep talking, I'll tell everyone how you perform the emergency medical care.
I feel like something has gone down.
Fine, fine. Long story short, we rushed over and saved you.
Should I be concerned?
This Fox even agreed to hold off on arresting you until further investigation is complete. And she'd cooperate with you as an ally until then. You know the rest.
Should I be concerned about what Nicole and Miyabi had been doing with Weiss while he was unconscious? Maybe. Let's see, what was about the captives you just mentioned?
Hold on. What was that about the captives you just mentioned?
We needed to pry some answers from the captives because...
Now, what I was suspecting is that they would be about, like, that they might have been originating from, you know, Bringer and, like, Old Vision, basically. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the true.
The key witness in the Vision scandal was in the same vehicle as you. After the crash, you got thrown into the Hollow, and Perlman was captured by the mercenaries that attacked us.
Right, that's a problem. Then I guess we got set up after all. Perlman's gone missing. We need to find out where he is. And preferably before he dies. Because it's dangerous around here, and you've been corrupted by ether. Why don't you head back to 6th Street to recover? As for gathering intelligence, just leave it to that battle-crazed fox. If you give it a little bit more time, that captive will definitely crack. Fox, time's a ticking. Was just notified that a big old pack of mercs is heading our way. Chasing us that quickly, that's a fair point. And Marie Nicole, both said the Sons of Caledon will never let those guys run wild in the Outer Ring. No matter how many people come, we'll pack him up and send them on their way. Nicole, I was wondering if I could... You want to help Caesar and the others, right? No need to be shy. I mean... It'll probably be fine if you just let him do that, so... Well, as we're on the name of the Starlight Knights, I won't let you down. Good, let's split up and take action. Sons of Caledon will take on the mercenaries coming after us, while Ambi, Nicomada, and I will distract the nearby enemies to cover Proxy's drive back to the city. Proxy, you don't need to worry about us. Once we wrap up things here, we'll get in touch with you. Okay, great news. Next up, talk to Belle about what just happened. Okay. In the meanwhile, I'm curious what this elf is about. We can't interact with it. I wonder if that's something that comes after version 1.4. Is it like that just looks suspiciously empty, you know? Surely that's something that goes in here. In the meanwhile, everything else, unless I can just interact with that? Nope. No changes here. That's for sure. Still the same stuff. I wonder what's up with them, because it definitely wasn't this empty before. But anyway, let's talk to Belle and ask her about what just happened. Why is your bag? I'm so glad. Belle heaves a sigh of relief, revealing a hint of fear. I saw a message from Nicole earlier saying that you were ambushed by mercenaries and that you were also affected by the corruption and passed out. And the HDD connection also had issues. I thought I'm fine. I guess she was really worried. Like, incredibly worried. Yeah, I'm so glad you returned safely. I can't even begin to think about what I'd do if something really happened to you, bro. How's the situation in the Outer Ring, though? Don't worry, Nicole said that the Sons of Caledon have everything under control. The mercenaries are retreating now. Just contacted Section 6 and everyone is safe. That's good news. Section 6 also got more intel out of those ambushes. The hideout should be near the Balloy Twins. Oh. With the public security election just around the corner, the city's security measures will tighten soon. Nicole said we need to come up with a solid plan of action before then. But compared to that, I'm more worried about your health, understandable. Are you feeling better? Do you need to rest a bit longer? Yeah, well, I'm perfectly fine, I guess. Alright, time to get into the next round of things. If there are any issues with the ocular implant, you need to rest immediately. Sometime later in the random play video store on 6th Street, Channel's Quarter.
Wise, are you sure you don't need to rest a bit more? You've just suffered corruption injuries and traveled all the way back from the Outer Ring.
Nah, we ball. What's the worst that could happen?
Agreed. Master must maintain adequate energy to operate inside the hollows. Resting to recover your physiological functions is recommended. Or perhaps a strong stimulus might boost your adrenaline.
I'm fine, or we have to get Perman back as soon as we can. No, let's go if I'm fine.
Don't worry. I'm much better now, thanks to you and Fairy. We need to hurry and get Perlman back.
I get that, but your health is more important.
Master, after cross-referencing, a biosignal matching suspect Perlman's has been detected inside the Ballet Twins hollow.
Alright, I mean that matches up with what we just heard earlier.
The Ballet Twins
They
hollow
identified that apparently their HQ is somewhere near the Ballet Twins.
by some unknown militants. Could it be the same group?
That's definitely a possibility, or could it be the mastermind pulling the strings behind the scenes?
Makes sense. Their goal at the time was to disrupt the Vision trial, and now they've kidnapped the key witness, Perlman. Their motives seem the same. It all adds up if Bringer is behind this, but...
Nope. What's going on? There we
This
go.
might sound cruel, but why go through the trouble of kidnapping Perlman when they could have just killed him? If their goal is to silence anyone involved with the Vision scandal, isn't it easier to just dispose of Perlman?
I mean, that's a fair point. Although, maybe they just have a plan of, like... That's a fair point. I feel like they might just not want to risk killing him. That could be an option. Because if you think about it, you know... And it was exactly because I'm hearing background noise for some reason. There could be a strategy in here where basically they just say, okay, hang on. If we get rid of him, that would tell people that obviously something had gone on. And if they don't...
Warning. Approaching the video store.
Fairy, this isn't the time for jokes. Wise doesn't need an adrenaline boost right now.
No, I'm pretty sure that's not a joke, and I'm a little bit more concerned about the static.
Warning.
Huh? Hang on a minute, Fairy. Are you being serious? What's going on?
I would be very concerned. A burst of sparks erupt from the monitor and the lights begin flickering.
What's happening? Our system is under attack again? How is that possible? We have Barry. Nothing in New Eridu should be able to breach her defenses.
Something to keep in mind that reminds me of the conversation we saw at the very beginning of this chapter. Check the attack source, check the HUD system.
Something's off. This is not a network attack. It's targeting our store's electrical system and the HDD itself?
How about you unplug it? What happens next makes Bella watching the security footage even more horrified.
Wise? There are people outside the store. They're...
Good day. We're conducting security patrols on 6th Street during the election period. Please open up.
Interesting. I mean, in theory...
You take care of Fairy and try to keep it down.
If you think about it, I guess the only concerning thing... I would be very concerned about the HD now. And I think that's the only concerning thing we also have in here. Because if you think about it, the entirety rest of the... And realistically, they should have a plan for it, right? The door to the staff room shuts carefully. Soon, you hear a voice greeting the officers, the sound of drawers being searched, and boots clattering up the stairs. A moment later...
Nothing unusual upstairs.
Hey, please be careful. That's a collector's edition.
I mean, surely Belle and Weiss would have had a plan for it, right?
What's inside this room?
Well, that's the staff room.
It's our storage room, filled with personal items and old equipment.
Could you please open it up so we can check?
Hopefully Weiss has prepared everything.
Is that really necessary? As you can see, we're just a regular video store with lots of videotapes.
Belle is obviously stalling, but I mean, there's not really much else you can do here at this point.
I get that, but this is just a standard procedure during election season. We hope you understand. Please cooperate.
Although it's kind of insane that they're like this, you know. I don't think people would do that anywhere else.
If you won't open up, I've no choice but to do it myself.
Wait, hold on!
Please cooperate.
Okay, I'm kind of curious. That sounded like me, Abby.
We have new orders.
Oh, now I
Power is needed to increase our street patrols. The special response team will take over 6th Street's inspection from here.
Okay.
The street patrol supervisor is expecting you. Be sure not to keep him waiting.
Oh boy, that was really clutch in that moment. Although, how about you both kind of get a plan to like make sure everything's fine in your store? That would be much appreciated. Although I think there's probably no way Shuyun and Qingyu could have known. Let's see, warning system malfunction, verifying current issues, initiating automatic repair. During the repair, the assistant will only retain basic response functions. Coordinated HG scans shut down, security monitoring functions shut down. Current repair progress unknown. Please wait patiently in front of the screen. I'm a little bit concerned about like the electric stuff. That's the most crucial thing, I think. Because realistically, I mean, if Naps would have been searching stuff, I don't... That's like the thing that doesn't really make sense, you know? Ferret, are you okay? During the repair, the AI assistant will only retain basic response functions. Log into internet, press... Okay. Well, that's kind of funny. Emergency clear your web browser history, press 3. Well, that's a little bit suspicious that this is a shortcut. To speed up the repair progress, please enter the command Ferry is the most powerful AI. I could go with that. But personally, I would probably just go with... Oh, come on, wake up. I'm just gonna go with that. Well, I guess we got really clutch on that one. Guess we're standing outside. But realistically, I wonder what would have happened if they went in. I mean, realistically, Belle's explanation with this is just a storage room with old equipment probably would have been blown up at that point. But I mean, surely they would have had a plan if someone ever searched the room and investigated? Like, surely. I mean, what they're doing is technically illegal, at least in the Urdu, so... Surely they would have thought about that? Anyway, I guess let's talk with Chuyuan and Xingyu.
Okay,
Application approved. The security patrol for this area is now officially under our team. You can relax now.
Thank you, Qingyi. Now, manager, please explain what is going on.
Before we get into that, can we ask why you and Qingyi are here?
That's a good question, actually. Why did it just randomly bump in here?
I have a good relationship with your AI assistant, Fairy. I just received a message from her.
Oh.
It said 011010000 011000101 011011100 0111000.
Okay, I'm not gonna like translate it, but I'm pretty certain it's 4 letters, and it's probably, if you actually convert it to actual letters, it'll probably spell help.
What's that binary
That's
code
what
mean?
at least that's what my guess is.
It's a set of standard information codes from the old civilization, and it translates to help.
Yep, that sounds right.
Worried that you might be in danger, Juyuan dragged me along and we rushed straight over here.
So, okay, Qingyi and... Okay, I guess they are basically aware of what's going on. Now we get to pick who to thank for, but if I had to pick, realistically, probably Qingyi, because if she didn't recognize this message, then...
Thank you, Qingyi.
Probably would have been
Please
screwed.
continue being a good friend to Fairy.
Save the thanks for after you've given me a proper explanation. I'm going to handle this by the book, and I won't bend the rules. Not even for you, manager.
It's a bit complicated.
But yeah, surely they would have something in mind for, like, if this would ever happen.
Allow me to explain.
Who is that? A familiar, cool voice comes through the speakers inside the workshop.
Huh? This voice is
I feel like I recognized it, but I didn't. Like, I feel like I shouldn't. Oh, it's Miyabi. Never mind.
It is I, Hoshimi Miyabi.
I just couldn't place it right now. Moments later, Miyabi gives a concise rundown of the wishing case and what happened in the outer ring.
Allow me to sum this up. There's more to the vision case than meets the eye. The true villain slipped away, in shadows they hide. In the outer ring you fought with all your might. Key witness captured, no Pearlman in sight. Is that correct?
Why are you suddenly speaking in rhymes?
That's accurate. And it flows pretty well.
And the managers, law abiding by the book, are in fact seasoned proxies upon taking a closer look?
Perhaps. Or I'm a proxy, or I'm still a law-abiding citizen, though. No, let's just go.
Sorry.
Let's just be a little bit
We're
blunt.
proxies. But I swear we've never done anything bad. We are, the most lawful among the unlawful.
No comment, I guess. And Shuyan is notably, frustrated, I guess. Hearing the confession from the managers themselves, Shuyan remains silent, with no expression on her face. She pulls out her wallet, counts 1,000 dennies, and hands them to Qingyi.
Julian, what are you doing?
Did they bet on it?
Truth be told, I had my doubts about the manager's identity. I mentioned it to Juyuan on the way here, and she...
They actually bet on it.
I didn't believe it. I was convinced the managers wouldn't deceive us, so I was willing to bet on it.
Well, there you go. Bet was lost.
Too bad. I was wrong.
He immediately apologized.
Julian, I'm so sorry. We really didn't mean to.
Enough. Let's focus on the main issue. You do realize you're leveling serious accusations against Bringer, who's about to become commander of Janus Quarter during the election?
Yep, that's totally what's going on. I was wondering for a brief second, why does she know that? But yeah, never mind. Miyabi was literally giving a rundown like 2 minutes ago.
And you don't have the key witness or any evidence. By protocol, I should bring you into the precinct and inform my superiors.
I mean, if you think about it, we haven't done it publicly, you know?
But the leader of Section 6, who's also one of the current Void Hunters, Hoshimi Miyabi, is willing to vouch for you. Maybe I'm a fool who's easily deceived, but I trust Miyabi's skills and expertise.
So, does that mean...
I'm not going to escalate this to my superiors until the day's over. You have enough time to secure your evidence. In the meantime, I'll be looking into this myself.
So we get a little bit of extra time. Thank you, Julian, or thank you for believing in us.
Thank you, Julian. Thank you for believing in us.
Or just the second thanks.
Don't thank me just yet. If my investigation shows you're lying, like I said, I'm not going to bend the rules for you. Proxies.
Julian asks Jingyi to stay and keep an eye on the video store, then leaves without looking back. Hey, what happens if I talk to her? Manager, it turns out you're not as simple as you appear. Truly impressive for someone so young. But fate has told me long ago that you are anything but ordinary people. I've long predicted this day. Thank you, Jingyi. Well, it's still too early to express your gratitude. You should still explain yourself to Chuyu, and if you don't think of a good excuse quickly, when she gets serious, you'll have to explain yourself in the public security interrogation room. Yeah, hopefully that won't happen. Hopefully we manage to, you know, miss that. Right, let's next up complete the missing witness mission. Well, that's nice. We just completely get section 6. Nice one. Moments later in Ballatrin's Hollow.
Ah, you're online, Proxy. Can you hear me? Is everything okay with Officer Ju Yuen?
By the way, I think it's interesting that they added this, like, falling layer, like, transmission thing. She just left, I believe, in Chu Yuen.
Yuan went back to the precinct to verify her intel. She asked Qingyi to stay and watch over the store.
We did accuse her direct boss and mentor of being the big bad guy, so it's understandable she'd be upset.
I may not know you or Officer Julian that well, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't the accusations against her boss that upset her the most.
She's probably more upset about the fact that, you know, we may have done a little bit of a lying.
We've been doing some self-reflection on that.
I know Ju Yuan. She would never do anything that perverts the course of justice.
Yep. And she's notably upset about that.
All you need to do is look her in the eyes, take her by the hand, and tell her your thoughts gently. The closer you are, the better. You can give it a try once she's back, Proxy.
Chief, where'd you even learn that?
Feels like they might be good friends.
I learned it from Ju Yuan's mother. I've tried it, and it's very effective.
Back to the matter at hand, let's get Perlman back.
Guys, even though the HDD took a hit, thankfully Fairy still managed to track down Perlman's biosignal. It's time to get back our key witness.
Character injury Asabo Harumasa. During combat, Harumasa can set up electric quivers on the field. When the 5th hit of his basic attack, EX special attack, chain attack, hits an enemy or the ground, 2 or 6 electric quivers will be generated. After using a chain attack, the number of electric quivers generated when the next basic attack's 5th hit hits an enemy will increase to 6. Okay. When no electric quivers are present on the field, and any character in the squad applies an attribute anomaly to an enemy, 6 electric quivers will be generated. At a given time, a maximum of 6 can exist on the field. After the 5th hit of a basic attack, EX special attack, or chain attack, setting electric quivers, hold that button, immediately shoot falling fire at enemies in front, dealing electric damage. Aiming mode can also be entered by holding that button, this button, to fire falling feather at a designated target. When Harmaster fires falling feather and hits an enemy, its electric webs are present on the field. It will be activated and fire Haotu no Ya at a target hit by falling feather, applying the election present effect to them. I will definitely get all of this. I'm just gonna go ahead and skip because realistically, it's not gonna help me much. Because I'm just gonna hit buttons. That's what I've basically done always.
Perhaps we can get info on Pearlman there.
There's a lot of enemies.
Should have waited a little bit longer.
Be careful.
Careful. There's a mechanism nearby.
I was kind of expecting you to be able to, you know, only hit the electro points, or like, not the electro points, like the skill points, you know. Okay. Okay, I see. This is where I'm supposed to be going. It barely did any damage, I'm surprised by that. But I'll take it.
There are mercenaries everywhere. This is more enemies than I expected.
Being this heavily guarded, it must mean Pearlman is nearby.
That's right! The bigger the slab of meat, the more onions you need.
I have no idea what that's supposed to mean, but okay. Right.
Watch out for any ambushes ahead. Hiding so poorly. Do you really think we'd fall for that?
Let's give them a taste of some well-deserved punishment.
This should be the building's central area.
Oh yeah, one change they've done is that they have changed how the ultimates work. You now have this decibel counters per member, per team member, that is.
Sweat more bullets than my previous record in under a minute failed. Yanagi, I'll handle it.
Perfect coordination.
For some reason I can't activate her skill. Not entirely sure why. There it is. It's a little bit annoying. Apparently you have to be a little bit careful. Anyway, ultimate from Haru. Or maybe not, I'm gonna save it a little bit.
Enemies of Section 6 shall pay.
Well, good job. Okay.
Ambush here too.
There we go. That was apparently good enough. Why are all these coins here?
Nearby. They might come in handy. Where did this guy come from?
Don't be reckless. Don't give the enemy the satisfaction of seeing you smile.
So Sukaku was traveling with us, but it's not like he actually is part of the main party because it has a load of great people. Unfortunately. Where am I supposed to be going? Here? Nope. Or did I just go completely the wrong way? Actually, no, we follow the cones up here. Yeah, okay, there we go. And there you go, that's them down. Let's continue on. I guess upstairs here. Hang on. Did I miss anything? Nope. I have not.
Wise, the rendezvous point is just up ahead.
So, I guess I'm supposed to be interacting with you. This should be the Mercenaries Communication Hub. Hold on, everyone. I'll try to hack into the database. Yep, let's go do that, I guess. Data relink. Control the Bangbu signal to relink the data and establish a connection to the holo. Activate units along the path and light them up, all to reach the endpoint. Passing over an already activated unit will deactivate it. Use the reset button to return to its original state. Okay, I can't go directly. I have to light up everything. Congrats. Thank you very much. It's pretty much what I expected. This is going to be tricky. What's wrong? The database level is too low and Permanent's location data isn't here. I need to go to the other hubs to get advanced permission and to shut down the defense mechanism. See, it looks like the enemy's defenses are pretty thorough. But don't worry, I've located several fissures and around here to throw the hollow observation data in the database. You can use it as a shortcut to save time, Mr. Jamie.
The spatial fissure is right over here. We need to find Perlman quickly.
Alright, let's head into it then.
Is something wrong with Zelda?
The enemy is all bark and no bite. Are you even trying? I'm out here working hard, so why do they get to slack off?
Don't waste your energy arguing in a place like this.
Up.
Hello, can I please do that? Okay, thank you. Okay, we get even more space of people to fight.
Don't complicate things.
Yanagi, I'll handle it.
The mercenaries' rendezvous point is just up ahead.
Why is no one on guard? This feels too easy.
Yeah, it does feel a little bit very easy. Makes me think Perman isn't really here. There might be clues about Perman at the hubs here. Oh, then I'll try to hack into it. Well, time to do that. Let's say... Okay, let's... Oh, wait, hang on. No, I just had an idea. There's probably smarter ways, but... Actually, maybe not. Because that was literally the way on how to light them up once and... not bother any further. But I've located where Perman is being held. Looks like it's not far from here. That's great. Let's go now. Hold on, I still need security permissions to shut down defense mechanisms. Wait a second, the system settings seem a bit off. Looks like someone deliberately tampered with them. Oh. It'll take some time to handle. Everyone, please wait a moment. Okay, should I be concerned? That feels like yes.
Access granted. Good, that's it. Huh?
Proxy, what's that warning sound?
Oh no. The permission request was linked to explosives. Run! This room's gonna blow!
What happens if I don't? I guess I don't get much of a choice.
Such power. Military-grade ammonium nitrate explosives? Using these inside the building? It's no wonder there's no one stationed near.
They don't care about the safety of the hostages.
And I mean, that probably tells you about the connections, right? if they have access to that, they almost certainly have access to, like, I mean, they've gotta have some access to that, and if it's literally military grade, then I guess they might have had a connection to the military. And you would expect someone who's aspiring to be in the government, I guess, basically, to have that. I'm pretty confident about that one. I don't think that's too uncommon. Depends on the level, of course. But I think you can compare new Eridu leader to basically government leader. Because the Eridu is just not simply a city of being a city, basically, but rather more.
What the? This area's about to collapse! Forget it. Let's just ignore this mess. I don't want to be buried here.
Well, too bad. I guess, yeah, we just found you.
Please don't kill me.
Okay, one more console to deal with. Oh! I did not expect to run into Perlman like this.
There's a risk of explosions nearby. We have to get out of here.
Help! I don't want to die.
Quit being difficult, old man. If I fall down, we're done for.
I was kind of expecting us to jump through the window, that's why I was straight up going that way. But I guess not. Anyway.
Is this the way out of the hollow?
Keep your eyes open.
Barry's not responding either. Come on, let's get out of here.
Isn't she just, or like, Carrie still a little bit damaged? I mean, she was being sarcastic earlier. With like, well, Carrie's the best AI to speed up the repair progress. Clearly she had enough capacity to make jokes. Or I should have been a little bit concerned about the other one of them. I'm getting a little bit concerned about Yanagi's health. Hopefully that'll be fine. But should be easy going-ish. That one's down. The other one has half life. Gotta get rid of it as well. I say that as I stand with Yanagi in fire, which is getting more and more critical. But I guess that was it, and we head into a cutscene a little bit. Maybe not. Just a simple, hey, this is opened up now. A fissure gleams from not from far off. As the explosions draw closer, the HDD's ear-piercing warning comes again. HDD voice output failed, activating backup output. Warning, danger detected on the path ahead. Something seems off.
There's an exit ahead, but this is odd. Why is there only one result from the calculations? Shouldn't there be several?
Proxy, we're running out of time. We need to get out now.
I feel like there might be side effects from, you know, the HDD having issues. If I had to guess. The explosion causes the surrounds to collapse. Out of desperation, everyone charges into the fissure. Light from the fissure overwhelms your senses. The eerie, heavy, ominous feeling inside the hull abruptly disappears. Next moment...
Oh, isn't this a surprise?
Nope, that's a little concerning.
What?
Bringer.
Perlman, the culprit of the Vision scandal, who sabotaged the Witness's airship to escape to the Outer Ring, who snuck back into New Eridu during the critical selection period, is now
if he
apprehended on the
gets
spot by public
apprehended,
security.
then he's gonna die. There's no way.
And appearing alongside suspect Perlman, assisting him in entering and exiting the Hollow, members of Section 6.
I mean, he hasn't entered it. I guess we could kind of... I guess we could probably kind of spin it in a way as such that, hey, we were trying to get him out of here.
As the acting commander of the Janus Quarter, I'm requesting that you all come with me to Public Security Headquarters for an explanation. Shall we?
Acting?
Chief Hoshimi Miyabi, you are suspected of improper dealings with Pearlman, the notorious criminal.
Well, that suddenly escalated quickly.
I need you and your subordinates to come with me.
Although realistically, Although to be fair, I wonder if he was already aware of things, because that would explain why we had this damage, like, to the HUD. Or you wouldn't use some kind of whatever they did on like an ordinary inspection, right?
It's over. It's over. It's all over.
Just a moment, Inspector Bringer. It appears there's been a serious misunderstanding on your part.
Is she going to bring up the idea that that I just brought up, like spin it that basically you found him and you're trying to get him out of here so that you can give it to the public security?
Section 6 is alleged to have had unreported private contact with an important suspect.
Oh wait, hang on. Are they going to use us?
However, those actions were undertaken solely by Chief Hoshimi Miyabi.
Oh.
As members of Section 6, we noticed our superior's misconduct and rushed to confront her, just as you arrived.
Never mind, Section 6 is sacrificing Miyabi. And... are they going to try and use us instead?
Are you trying to say you have nothing to do with this? I'm the acting commander. Do you think I'm an idiot?
I wouldn't dream of it, Acting Commander Bringer. I'm merely stating the facts. If there's any disagreement, we can report to Internal Affairs.
Every cloud has a... what was it?
Okay, this is getting interesting very quick.
You're asking me?
So this situation is getting complicated. So basically, Section 6, at least in order to get like out of this, is throwing Miyabi under the bus. And I was kind of expecting us to be thrown under the bus as well. But I'm not sure if that's the case.
Wrong answer.
Huh? What are you doing?
It's just okay. That's not really what I expected.
What are you doing?
He got it wrong, so I threw him into the hollow in a fit of rage.
Oh boy.
Yanagi is right. I do what I want. This has nothing to do with them. My actions just now serve as proof.
The situation is getting more complicated by the minute.
Take me if you want.
Okay.
Me.
You.
Yeah, he's a little bit angry. Just a little bit.
It's almost time for the speech. No need to dwell too much on it. Best to leave it at that.
And look at that. It's the Russian person.
He's the acting commander of the Janus Quarter. Chief Hoshimi Miyabi of Section 6.
So, instead of
You're
Pearlman,
suspected of endangering public safety.
okay, so we're picking up her phone, I guess. We would hope that there's nothing crucial on there.
And shall be arrested immediately.
Okay. So, just as a recap, and I apparently missed one of those chests. Miyabi has now been taken away by them. That means Section 6 is now without their leader, effectively. We have gotten out of there. Somehow. Although that means Perlman is still running around in the holo, which means we can pick him up somehow, probably. Yeah, that's a crucial part. I think he has apparently the power to mess around with things. Because that would explain why... That would have to mean that they already had some, you know, suspicion on us. For them to, like, manipulate whatever's going on, right? So I would be very concerned from now on to, like, with that stuff. How's Section 6 doing? Arianagi and the others doing okay. Let's go with the actual names. Don't worry, Section 6 just sent a message saying they've lost Bringer and they're trying to locate Perlman now. But we have to recalibrate the system so real-time navigation won't be possible. We can only give a rough estimate of Perlman's potential locations in the holo and let Section 6 research for them on their side. Well, Yanagi did say that holo operations are a specialty and they'll take care of locating Perlman. No update on Miss Yabi's side yet though. Even though Bringer has taken her, she should be okay. She's a White Hunter after all. You're right. Anyway, you should get some rest, boys. I'll handle the system maintenance and search for Miss Yabi's location while I'm at it. Well, skillfully as he checks the HUD, after a while the communicator starts ringing. Who's on the door? Okay, no mind, no one's on the door. But I have found Pullman. They've hidden him at Bellbug Industries to keep him safe from Bringer and got him working on compiling the evidence of Bringer's dealings with Commission Corporation. That was surprisingly fast. Yep, Coletta and the others are also helping look for the files and we should have results soon. For the White Bringer, Section 6 has cut off all communication signals for the safe house, leaving just us with a special line. Yanagi asked us to contact them when we can to plan our next move. Bringer still has Miss Miyabi after all. I've tried everything but can't track her down. Who knows what Bringer's going to do with her. And I'm a little bit worried about the phone. Alright, so whenever you're ready, we'll contact Yanagi and see how things are on their side. Well, I think we can do that. Let's go do another mission. Okay, I contact Section 6 now. Let's see. Just as Bell sets up a remote call with Section 6, a familiar figure rushes in. Nicole? Nope, Chuyun. Guys, can you reach Section 6 now, or they with Perlman? There's something important I need to confirm with them. Next, Chuyun, Section 6 has found Perlman, and I'm about to contact him now. I'm setting up the call now, I'll patch you in too. Hopefully they don't get spooked by, you know, a PopSec officer in there. Not long later, Bell successfully gets into contact with Section 6 and explains their situation.
I'm really sorry, everyone, but we can't locate Miss Miyabi right now.
Understood. I reached out to my director and some friends in the media. Seems they haven't heard anything about Hoshimi Miyabi being arrested or Perlman reappearing.
Interesting. I feel like the arresting of Miyabi could have been something that, you know, Bringer could have just used to, like, gain even more roads for him personally.
Hello, can you hear me? It's Juyen. This is urgent. Please confirm something for me. Is Perlman with you right now? Check the back of his neck. Please look behind his ears or at the base of his hairline. Do you see a small wound?
That's quite detailed.
What are you doing? Now hang on, my hair. Ow! Easy.
Did they implant something, perhaps?
Yes, Officer Juyuan. There is indeed a small wound on the right side of his hairline, approximately ½ an inch long.
Now I'm curious, did they implant something in him?
For high-profile cases, the precinct sometimes puts small tracking chips on suspects when they're detained to stop them from doing anything dangerous.
Oh.
I found out that the chips used on Perlman and the other suspects in recent cases have broad-range tracking capabilities, and they've been active this whole time.
So, there you go. That explains how they were able to find us in like in the Outer Ring and such.
What? A tracking chip? And it's been active this whole time? Even after the airship crash?
That's correct.
What? Hang on. Does that mean that the precinct could have tracked this guy down anytime they wanted?
But it's at broad range, so I'm not entirely sure how precise it
If
is.
the lead investigator wanted to, yes, they could have easily found Perlman from the moment he entered the Outer Ring.
There you go.
Yet they never tracked him down. The precinct records show that he's still missing.
Our entire operation was based on one assumption, that the mastermind was doing everything to stop us from revealing the truth, to eliminate Perlman, and to cover up their crimes. But if they always knew where he was, then what was the purpose of all the pursuits, ambushes, and interceptions?
That's a fair point as well, though.
Didn't the bad commander take Chief Miyabi outside the hollow to weaken us?
Could be. But obviously, I mean, to be fair, we know that regular contact or communications within hollows are impossible. Or at least not intended to be possible. But he would have been able to, like... He would have been able to find him inside the outer ring. And if we guess wrong, let's see.
If we were mistaken, then that means Bringer didn't take Miss Hoshimi to undermine us. He must have taken her for a different reason.
A different reason? Don't tell me. He wanted the chief herself. But that doesn't make any sense. She has nothing to do with the case, and nothing seemed off with her. Plus, who in their
I wonder
right
if he's
mind would
trying to
try picking a
use
fight with
her
a void
as like
hunter?
some kind of...
Unless they're looking to get themselves killed.
No, I wonder if he if it has if he has a motive because of the election to like actually be able to, you know, convince other people as well to vote for him, you know? There was something odd, her katana. Oh, true. That could be related.
I just remembered something. The strangest thing happened while we were in the Outer Ring Hollow.
You quickly fill everyone out on what happened with the katana inside the hollow, leaving them with even more questions.
You can't be serious. That crooked commander's target really is our chief. But why?
Because that would mean that someone had messed around with her swords. They have now taken her in specifically. He couldn't have gotten permanent a lot like the whole time.
Doesn't matter.
Interesting.
They took Miyabi right before my eyes. I'm such an idiot for allowing this to happen. I must report this to the director immediately.
Everyone calm down. Shouldn't we figure out where Miss Hoshimi and Bringer are first?
Yep, but I have a feeling good luck with that.
Miyabi is being transported in a public security vehicle. I can
Oh,
track
never
it.
mind.
As for Officer Bringer,
Yeah, that's gonna be difficult.
He's over where the vision scandal was exposed, just outside the Dead End Hollow. Remember that place?
how do you know that, Qingyi?
I was about to ask that as a... Actually, no, hang on. They did mention they had about, like, there's supposed to be a talk in just a little while.
Because he's giving a speech there today. It was on the news. They said it's happening as scheduled, with many eyewitnesses from the vision scandal and concerned citizens attending.
Why do I feel like they might end up trying to use Section 6 as, like, yeah. Basically what I just meant. I would not be surprised if they used Section 6 as a, like, way to get more votes. Let's split up. To save time, let's split into 2 teams.
Let's split up. We'll search for Bringer and look for Miss Hoshimi at the same time.
Okay, I'll go find Miyabi. Please guide us out of the hollow right now.
No. We shouldn't be the ones looking for the chief.
Why not? Aren't you worried about her? If anything happens to her, I swear I'll...
Section 6, I'm pretty sure they're being monitored. I wouldn't be surprised if Bringer has his eyes on them as well.
Sekishiro. You're losing your cool. We're closer to Bringer's location right now, and we've still got Perlman.
But...
No buts. You know I'm right, Deputy Chief.
Well, things have escalated really quickly.
Nagi, I think Harumasa's got a point this time. For once
This
he's
time,
actually
sounds like he
making sense.
has quite a
Maybe
few
we should
points where he doesn't have the point.
Ouch, that hurt. But thanks for speaking up for me, Sokaku.
I'll find Miyabi. I mentioned earlier that I can track the vehicle. Plus, as a public security officer, I won't attract attention.
I feel like Choyun shouldn't be overstepping her stuff though. Because I feel like Perlman would also at some point be able to like draw the conclusions, hey, Choyun is suspiciously close to whenever something happens.
Miss Tsukishiro, Miyabi and I go way back. I understand exactly how you feel. I promise, I will bring her back safely.
I guess we'll join them.
I'll join you. I'll go with Juyuan to find Miss Hoshimi.
Looks like our tasks are set. I'll stay here to protect the video store then, so you have one less thing to worry about.
The communicator transmitted several deep breaths, followed by a few quick slaps like someone's trying to regain focus.
I'm sorry for losing my composure, everyone. The plan makes sense. Let's get moving. Proxy, you're pretty capable, right?
I feel like most of the things were very stirring. But hopefully she works. I'm more than just pretty capable, I guess.
Better than you think. I'm the best proxy in New Eridu, and I will bring her back.
Okay, I believe you. I'll leave the chief in your capable hands then.
Hey, Wise, Julian is waiting for you at the parking lot. I think she wants to talk to you about searching for Miss Miyabi. But I feel like she's not in a good mood. Might still be upset, since you hid our identity from her. When there's a chance, you should really give her a proper explanation. I feel like we're basically about to. You're here. I'm looking into the transport vehicle's location. We'll head out once I get word. Ryuan stops talking about that. An awkward silence settles between you. Officer Choyun asks, are you still mad? I feel like she might be. No, there's no reason for me to be mad. Okay. Consider your response. Choyun seems really upset. Is she expecting an apology from me? Oh, an apology? I never wanted to hide my identity, especially from you. Sounds like she's surprised by that? Yeah, looks like it. Why did you keep this from me? I didn't want to cause you any trouble. You're an elite officer and I'm proxy operating in the shadows. What if the truth drove us apart and even made us enemies? I play by the rules and respect law and order, but I don't follow them blindly. I know the difference between right and wrong, and would, of course, do what is just. If you can consider me a friend, then you should have more faith in me. I mean, in my opinion, it's hard to, you know, really recognize that from the spot, so I probably would have done the same as Wise, realistically. Yeah, and I promise I'll never keep anything from you again. If I do, then the video store will lose money every day. You don't have to go that far. Yes, I do. You're a very dear friend. I mean, I guess we try and use the strategy that we've been heard. That we heard from. Who was it? One of the Section 6 members. Her feelings matter a lot of me. I don't want to drive a wedge between us. Yeah, we're making her flustered, I think. At that moment, Chuyon's comms rings. A little flustered, she quickly picks it up and moves away to check her messages. which I asked Officer Chen to locate the currently active transport vehicles in the Janus Quarter, and they are heading north. I believe Miyabi is on one of them. We need to move now and intercept them. With a PopSec car, we can use the express lane. But there are checkpoints everywhere, so I might not be able to bring along a regular citizen like you, Manager. You take my bamboo, I guess, but wouldn't that still be obvious? It's not a regular security boo. We can still stay in touch that way. It'll come in handy in emergencies. Understood, I'll head out now. As for our conversation just now, let's continue after we get Miyabi back. Okay, so I guess she will take the express lane, while we just take the regular lane, presumably. A short while later, near 14th Street, a PopSec car hurtles down the street, siren blaring.
Task Force Patrol Squad to Captain Zhu Yuan. Do you copy? Repeat, do you copy? Over.
Copy. Officer Chen, Zhu Yuan here. Over.
Captain Zhu Yuan, why does your voice sound a little raspy?
It was pretty hot here, and my throat got a little dry. What's your status? Did you find any leads? Over.
Sure.
Yes, I ran a quick check. There are 8 transport
I'll buy that excuse.
Quarter, and one matches the route you mentioned. I'll share its location with you now. Over.
Thank you, Officer Chen. You've been a big help. Go get some rest. Over.
Copy that, Captain Zhu Yuan. You take care. Don't work too hard. Task Force Patrol Team over and out.
Phew. All right. Got the info on Miyabi's transport vehicle.
So that's good to know.
Wait. The nav data shows that the escort vehicle's final destination is the site of Bringer's speech?
Oh yeah, she's definitely using her, or like, he's definitely using her, sorry, for the speech.
This is bad. Tons of people are heading there right now, and the streets are jammed. How do we get through? Sound the sirens? Switch to PubSec motorcycles?
There's no time. The speech venue was next to the dead-end hollow. Let's cut straight through it.
What? But driving in the hollow is extremely dangerous. Are you suggesting we walk?
No, I'm pretty sure, I am pretty sure that the suggestion is to actually, like, drive.
Don't worry. I know a way to get there quickly and safely. Trust me, I've done it before.
Never mind, I guess we will walk. Didn't really expect that, but there you go.
Amazing! I didn't know you could drive a train, Manager. Is this railway route okay?
Trust me. By the way, I'm familiar with the Hoshimi. Definitely lead us out the dead-end hollow. Do you know why the Hoshimi family is being...
That just happened.
As I'm sure you know, the Hoshimi family has a long heritage. Leave it to me. I won't let them get in the way. They gave rise to the first generation of Void Hunters, making significant contributions to the city. There were several other heads of the family who made significant contributions too. Each of them was an exceptional and unique warrior. They consistently upheld the Hoshimi family's reputation. Up until a certain point, when the Hoshimi family suddenly stopped prioritizing martial skills. They started to involve themselves in the city's management, using their political power.
I know. We have a documentary about the Hoshimi family in our store. There are stories circulating on internet that the Hoshimi family possesses a...
I'm trying to listen to that right now, so I'm not speaking much.
Is it possible the urban legend has some truth to it?
I don't know much.
Okay, I guess I just found way too quickly. Moments later, to verify Trion's theory, why stop the train in a safe zone and establish a communication link with the outside world?
Hello? Hi, this is Officer Zhu Yuan from the Criminal Investigation Special Response Team. I'm just calling to...
I know, Officer Zhu Yuan. I'm still waiting to hear back from the Throne Quarter Precinct. The head of our house ought to be at the banquet hall still, joining in on all the Election Day events. I've asked my secretary to locate him as soon as possible.
Does that mean they know that she's traveling that direction?
Alright. I'm sorry to keep bothering you with all these calls. I'll wait for your reply then. Not good. With the elections happening now, even the Hoshimi family housekeeper can't get in touch with Miyabi's father.
Okay, I would be very concerned about that at this point. Are you close with the Hoshimi family, Suryon, or do you know the head of the Hoshimi family, Suryon? Let's go with 2.
You seem to be pretty close with the Hoshimis, Juyan.
I don't think it
Do you
makes
know the
sense
head
to
of the
like
family?
ask her about like how close are you?
I wouldn't say we're close, but when Miyabi and I were classmates, she invited me to her place a few times, so I've met him before. As the head of one of the most famous families in New Eridu, he must have a lot on his plate. To figure out what the enemy wants from Miyabi, we need to understand their motive. The only way to do that is to talk to her father.
Is maybe his father, or her father, sorry, kind of involved in the election or something?
But my usual channels only get me as far as their household staff. I don't have any connections to that fancy banquet hall and throne quarter. And they use private security that's independent of PubSec.
I might have some high society connections. Oh. We're going to be involving Victoria housekeeping, aren't we?
We just need to find someone who has connections to high society, right? Then I might just know someone.
Moments later, after patching for random play, a familiar voice answers. It's gonna be Lycan. Yep. Well, Lycan, you're probably about to like hear what's gonna happen, and I don't think he's gonna be nice against that, but let's hope he complies with us. But he works with us. Lycan, please, you gotta help me, or I'm counting on you, Victoria Housekeeping. Let's go with that.
Thanks for taking my call, Lycan. I've got something extremely important that I need your help with. Has Victoria Housekeeping ever offered services to the Hoshimi family?
And I'm guessing Lycan is, by the way, affected by the ongoing strikes, so I'm guessing there won't be any voice from him. A loyal customer, so they should be there quite a lot.
Really? That's great! Do you happen to know much about their family affairs?
Do we want to tell them? I mean, I feel like we can trust them. Yeah, Juyon gives Lycan a quick rundown of the situation. Damn it.
I understand, but...
Oh, hang on. Lycan steps away from the call briefly, and a few minutes later...
Hello? Lycan said you had something urgent to discuss with me?
Oh, okay, you just directly connected us. Okay, never mind.
That voice... Is that...
Oh, is that Miss Juyan? It's been a while. Thank you for looking after my daughter.
Yeah, about that.
It's been a while, Mr. Soichiro. Sorry to bother you, but it's urgent, and it's about Miyabi. We think someone's trying to harm her, and she might be in danger.
Why is it laughing? Oh, I see.
Please continue.
Mr.
So you thought it was...
Soichiro, aren't you worried about Miyabi's safety?
I mean, previously, Miyabi was basically able to take care of herself.
Of course I am, but I'm more concerned for those who wish to harm her. I don't mean to brag, but she's strong. Very strong. She's strong in every sense of the word.
I don't think he's aware of what happened previously, right? Like in the past, or like in the last few days? I think we gotta fill him in.
Forgive me. There I go boasting again. Old habits die hard. Anyway, my daughter has proved time and again that those who wish her ill will never meet a good end. So, in comparison, sharing our family's confidential information, that could be a bigger issue.
What? What do you mean?
Not entirely sure what that's supposed to be referring to.
I have no doubts about your intentions, Miss Juyan. sensitive information. It's our
I guess he's
rule
referring
not
to
share
us.
them lightly, especially considering we have a guest here I'm not acquainted with. Would you mind proving that you know my daughter?
Oh. Interesting, although didn't you like what? Julian and Hashimi has a bit of a bigger history, so and he literally just recognized her, so oh he's talking about us, never mind. Her katana is a Hoshimi family heirloom passed down from generation to generation. Only members of the Hoshimi family can touch her katana. I mean, that's obviously not true, I guess. Let's go with one.
Miss Hoshimi's katana is a family heirloom.
It has more
used by
most information.
generations to eradicate evil. Only direct family members can handle it.
That's right. If she was willing to share that much with you, it shows that she trusts you. But this information is also known to a lot of her colleagues.
Mrs. Soichiro, you prefer juice or wine?
Mr. Soichiro, you secretly swap your wine for juice during social
Oh, true.
events.
That's something she mentioned randomly, like alongside.
She even told you that?
Her katana went out of control today. Let's see. Does he know about that?
The katana went out of control today. It unleashed massive foxfire. We barely managed to force it back into the scabbard.
What?
Doesn't sound like he was aware of that.
Icon, please inform the mayor that I might need to leave early this evening. My apologies. Now you two. What I'm about to say is of the utmost importance and must not be shared with anyone.
Well, how about you don't share it?
If anyone is plotting against the Hoshimi family, they must be after the katana. That katana is a treasured heirloom passed from generation to generation. It is also the source of power for every head of the family.
Okay, we knew the first sentence, we already knew the stuff from the first sentence, but the second sentence is a little bit more crucial.
It is forbidden. Only the head is qualified to inherit and receive it, and the process is extremely dangerous. My daughter, however, is different. Aside from an accident when she was young, she has never relied on the katana's power. Her strength comes from herself. She is the true genius of the Hoshimi family.
Okay, so that could be something that, you know, Ringer is... But why?
It is imperative that the scabbard remain intact. Under no circumstances should my daughter use the katana if the scabbard is compromised.
Well, I feel like that's about to happen. At the same time, an armored transport vehicle is heading towards the dead-end tunnel near Bringer's Beach when you're inside the vehicle. It's going to be her.
Hey, drive carefully. If you shake the Void Hunter around, you'll end up locked up in HQ.
Drop the act. You turned at the 7th Street we passed to head back to Janus Quarter. This car was never going to HQ.
Oops.
So you've known all along. Are you sure you want to calmly let us do as we please?
I would like to know what they're going to do at first.
The schemes of villains are always unique. I might as well stick around and figure out your real objective. Besides, you alone pose no threat to me.
Even with you unarmed?
I don't need a blade to deal with you.
I mean, as we just heard, she doesn't need the katana apparently.
Indeed, we really aren't worthy. After all, this is a treasure passed down through generations of the Hoshimi family.
Although I wonder what will happen if someone else, like, he tries to use the katana.
It has slain dangerous ethereals, legendary warriors, the remnants of the old civilization, and the evils of the new era. The cursed blade, Talus.
You...
It's like she knows more than she should.
7 generations of swordmasters have established the Hoshimi family's prestigious standing today. Most people think the Hoshimi family's bloodline is inherently superior, But in fact, the true source of their power is this blade.
I hope that Miyabi can prove them wrong.
Except for you, Hoshimi Miyabi. You're the rare talent born into the Hoshimi family. Truly blessed in the art of
But yeah, I would be
swordsmanship.
very concerned at this point. She knows a little bit too much.
How do you know about the Hoshimi family?
Because the target of our evil group is you. Nullface may have botched the mission, but he still managed to obtain your deep sync modeling data.
That sounds concerning.
What?
Thanks to that, I get to witness the true form of the cursed blade.
Okay, so she's just gonna try and use that.
It is indeed so beautiful.
Yeah, so much about what I just said.
This monstrous energy is exactly what we need.
What?
You're right. No one can threaten you. So we'll make you the threat.
Release Tailless!
Okay, things are suddenly escalating really quickly.
Ah, what an unexpected delight. To my surprise, Officer Hoshimi Miyabi has honored my speech with her presence. Dear citizens, let's give her a round of applause.
So yeah, that's obviously the intention.
Wow! Is Miss Miyabi? Amazing!
And I guess he's going to use exactly that to kind of get rid of them, probably? Yeah, I feel like things are going very concerning in just a second. Distance envelops her and everything around her blurs. Soon after, Hoshimi Miyabi opens her eyes weakly to find herself in a strange space she has never seen the likes of before.
Now, you can keep us away from the outside wall.
Am I? I was clearly... It feels like the foxfire is burning me. There are enemies here too?
Well, we know what's happening outside.
After defeating the enemy, my body has surprisingly recovered a bit.
I'm a little bit concerned about that random Shuyun voice line that just happened.
Enemies to recover.
I wonder if that's something from the previous round.
Upon being cut, it's obviously not a physical entity. Foxfire. It's a power that belongs to the Hoshimi family. So why would it burn me?
Well, we kind of know that someone else is trying to take over the power of the sword, the katana. So I wonder if that's related. But I feel like I would be concerned. I don't think we're slaying enemies right now. I don't think so. Probably very concerned. I mean, at this rate, Bringer probably deserves it, but I don't think those are Bringer. I suspect she'll probably... Okay, whatever, it's just happening outside now. Yeah, my suspicion is we're going to snap back and then find out that basically turns out she was just slashing through the audience, probably on live TV. So we gotta keep damaging enemies. Luckily, you don't have to kill them, or at least not immediately. But as long as we hit them, it's fine. But yeah, I'm pretty sure as soon as she's going to snap into reality again, we're going to find out that those were enemies. I'm not quite sure, I've kind of forgotten how to use those stacks. Yeah, I think... Do I feel like... Yeah, okay, there we go. I guess I just used them somehow. Oh, they're roughly down to one half in total. So things are progressing. Both are about to die. And I feel like that might be the run wave. One down. Second one down. Never mind. There's a little bit more involved. I mean, the thing is, I can't really, you know, run around a whole lot, because I gotta keep damaging it. Because if I don't, she'll just lose, like, basically entirety of her HP. Maybe. So, that's basically the problem we have. Yeah, there you go. You kind of probably have now the context on what's happening. I'm getting a little bit concerned about the health. I can't really avoid it at this point. Problem is, what am I supposed to be doing? You know, it's like, whenever I choose this thing uses the tornado, I need to get away because I'm gonna get damage. There you go. They can't, but they can't really regain damage. Yeah, there you go. I need to figure out how to use those stacks. I think that might be crucial. Yeah, I'm getting it slowed back slowly. I did break it just now. Hopefully it'll allow me to, like... Okay, I'm able to restore HP. That'll be fine. And we're now nearly towards the end. Oh, there we go. Okay, a few more hits now, then we'll be done. There we go. I briefly noticed that she dropped down to like 92% health. Caused by the game at the end, not by me, basically. In the illusion, countless monsters surge forward into like a tidal wave. Miyabi relentlessly swings her blade, cutting down their inferiors and pushing herself to the brink of total exhaustion. Kill. Countless voices invade Miyabi's mind, gnawing at her sanity. It feels as if swinging her blade without thinking is the only way to escape the torment. But that'll also cause her to just cause havoc in this speech, right?
Are these people citizens?
Yes. Yeah, how about you don't? Okay. I was trying to have her turn, but pressing S just has her walk forward.
What? How could I? I will never wield my blade.
There's
against
basically nothing
innocent
else you can do, really. Why are we suddenly seeing the cunning hairs? Unless it's just placing people here.
Are you sure this is the right move, Miss Yoshi?
Obviously not. I mean, I would hope that she's gonna awaken to her senses without, you know, actually doing anything.
Kill!
Right, let's say...
This is a rule created to break rules. A submission made to end submission.
I mean, I would hope that we somehow get... just remove Bringer from taking on a position of whatever has happening. That's what I was hoping for. But I have the mild feeling that we might be on the way to help him.
Is this also how you coaxed my mother back then? Did you convince her of this fate the same way? Is this how you turned her into the sacrifice? Answer me! Good. So you remember me. Do you really believe that the inheritance traditions are right?
What is that supposed to mean? I mean, I guess... I guess basically she's trying to, you know, escape whatever this word is trying to do. And I would guess that this word is basically trying to... Actually, is this word trying to just have her murder everyone?
No. But I have a proposition.
Oh?
I understand that you had to make difficult choices to survive the era of hollow calamities.
I mean, is she talking to the sword? I think she is.
But times have changed. Past sacrifices were made, so there would be no more sacrifices in the future. The Hoshimi legacy shouldn't just stop at inheriting this blood-stained gift. If outsiders are capable of bypassing the rules and taking your power, then what's the point of clinging to this cruel ritual? Therefore, let's cooperate. That's right. I've always been aware that I'm not the type of heir the Hoshimi family needs. I don't have my grandfather's keen judgment, my aunt's resourcefulness, my father's knowledge, or my mother's sharp mind.
But I guess she has the power.
But I have swordsmanship. It's the one thing in which I'm genuinely gifted. From now on, if you heed me, I'll rewrite the fate of the Hoshimi family in my own way. Be my blade, one that slays only evil, and I'll repay the injustices that forced your sacrifices.
So that makes me hope that actually nothing happened in, like, in real, or like, right here. That's what I'm hoping for, at least.
You'll ever receive. From this day forward, under my command, I'll turn you into a legend which is truly unmatched by anyone.
But is it going to comply?
Idealistic.
Who's first? I would like to know who's first, actually.
So you'll agree.
What just happened? Before she can finish, the subdued foxfire bursts into fierce flames. Okay, not entirely sure what that's supposed to be meaning. The blazing foxfire slowly peters out and the illusions and voices fade too. Hoshimi Miyabi props herself up the best she can, not wanting to collapse. I'm still concerned about the fact that we are basically in Bringer's speech, basically. At this moment, a familiar voice rings out.
Miss Hoshimi! Miss Hoshimi! Can you hear me? Hey, can you hear me?
Roxy?
Yes, it's me, Miss Hoshimi. You're finally awake. How are you feeling?
So, that golden light was you. Thank goodness I didn't draw my blade.
To be fair, that's what I was actually concerned about, and I feel like that could have easily happened.
The citizens... did I hurt them?
I wonder if that was his plan.
Rest assured, Miyabi, you didn't hurt anyone. When those strange flames appeared in your eyes, the manager and I knocked you into the dead-end hollow. You were swinging your katana the whole time, but only at the ethereals coming at us. Just now, you suddenly froze. The flames on your katana disappeared, and we were able to get close.
So, basically we came in clutch and Miyabi ended up actually not harming anyone.
I see. Thank you. I almost...
So, once again clutch, but at the same time, I would like to know...
I feared if my blade had harmed those...
What is Springer doing at the same time?
Hurt innocent people.
Because that's something we gotta keep in mind, right? Miyabi's voice is weak as if recovering from a severe illness. Her furrowed brows finally relax as tears trickle down her face. The invincible Void Hunter sobs softly like an ordinary girl.
Miss Hoshimi.
I mean, if you think about it, Aaron probably has a soft spot somewhere.
The rest of Section 6 has arrived at the speech venue and it's a total mess. Looks like Bringer's trying to get away.
What?
Okay, time to get in there. I'm actually... Like, I was worried he's gonna try and spin that somehow. Looks like things have gone very wrong, though.
Leave her to me. I'll take her to the nearest medical center. Go, manager. Go catch the culprit. We absolutely cannot let him get away.
Okay. So... Oh, by the way, I thought I picked up somewhere that this arc is, like, ending. But I don't think it did. Ah, the connection's gone. What's happening? Let me check the air logs. It looks like a massive surge of active evil caused. Use internal motors malfunction. Maybe it's because of the E-cursed blade. It might be because of Miss Hoshimi's katana went out of control. It's happened before. EOS was exposed to excessive ether surge at close range. Its internal communication module might be damaged. Everything's a mess right now. I wonder how Miss Hoshimi is doing. Remote manager. Shoyuan sent a message from saying that she's taking the young lady from the Hoshimi family for treatment. You can set your mind at ease and focus on dealing with Bringer. Where is he now? I'm actually curious on what's happening with him. You haven't heard from Section 6 yet. At the moment, a similar petite figure rushes in. Collider. See, Yanagi from Section 6 asked me to contact you. Collider, what brings you here? Not long ago, someone from Section 6 suddenly showed up with Pearlman. He said we have key evidence of Pringer's involvement with the Vision Corporation case and and asked us to watch over him for a while. With that guy's help, we went through the documents thoroughly and managed to compile the evidence of financial dealings between the Vision Corporation and Bringer. I never would have thought that Bringer's the one behind all of this. Well, he clearly was. Yanagi told us to send the evidence to a public security commissioner through a specific channel. He's already leading Special Section 6 to go after Bringer. How are things going? They left in a hurry and only gave me a designated communication channel. Proxy, try using it and get in touch with her. Okay, connecting now. Yanagi, can you hear me? Things are suddenly going interesting. We're still at the speech venue. It's all thanks to Bellbug Industries for sending the evidence against Bringer to the commissioner. He immediately suspended Bringer and called him back to NAP's HQ for investigation. Okay. But it seems like Bringer doesn't plan to hide anything anymore. This man deliberately caused chaos, even crashing into cars to make their escape. The crowd went into a panic and almost resulted in an accident. By the time we got there and brought things under control, he had already gotten away. We couldn't catch him. All we found at the scene was your bamboo. Oh no. We were just too slow. We couldn't make it in time. Does it mean it got actually damaged or something? The Perman has given us an important piece of intel about Bringer's whereabouts. By the way, I'm kind of curious about this connecting thing. Bringer might have gone to Port Elpis. It's an old cargo dock on the city outskirts, swallowed up by the Hollow. Perlman said Sarah and her people have been shipping tons of supplies through the Vision Corporation, including specially ferric items. I dug in the Hollow. Wait, do you remember the news podcast Nicole made us watch this morning? They cocked footage of an Hollow right by the water. The cargo dock, okay. So next target, it seems like, will be Port Elpis. Never heard of it before. It's an area of all sorts, a perfect place for criminals to slip away unnoticed. But there's someone in our bureau that was pretty familiar with that area. We might have a chance to reel in a big fish. Rest assured, everyone, leave this to me. I'll head to the port now and contact our undercover angler. Alright, we'll work on fixing the HDD on our end. Yanagi, can you take use near the port? According to the data, the ether in the Hollow is unstable, which could affect nearby communications. While we can operate remotely from the video store, I still feel a bit uneasy. Okay. So, it's basically an area of the city, from my understanding. Just to be safe, let's take the portable equipment and work near the port. You can also recalibrate EOS connection module while we're at it. Near the port, I'll let reach out to the pen and update on the situation there. Great, we'll make our way to Port Elpis after we wrap up things here. And we won't let Bringer slip away again. And I feel like his stocks are probably decreasing a lot now. Say, the group arranges to meet at Port Elpis. After ensuring no one suspicious is nearby, Jingyi leaves the video store. Why is Jingyi just managed? Your informant has found Bringer. That was fast. Looks like Perman's intel was accurate. Bringer plans to use the Hollow near Port Elpis to smuggle himself out of Chalice Quarter. Got him apparently. This time we won't let them slip away again. Yannick said that once we're ready, we can go find them at Port Elpis. The HD is pretty much fixed, and the portable device is good to go. We'll head out as soon as you're ready. Alright, I'm still calibrating the HD. When you're ready, head to the port and meet Yanagi and the others. Alright, we still have a tiny bit to go from my understanding. But that'll be enough for today. Intention will be to actually, I can show it up in the corner. Basically, current plan will be, because I'm gonna do an experiment and actually kind of stream a little more. I'm gonna do the following. Basically, the plan will be to like stream a decent amount during today and the next 2 days. And Zenless will continue at 6 p.m. That's the intention at least. 5 p.m. UTC, sorry, 6 p.m. local time. But the stream will actually continue or begin, if everything goes well, at 11 a.m. UTC or 12 p.m. local. That'll be with our 2.7, which will also be interesting to go into, I think. Because that means we actually get to catch up, and we'll be looking at the Penacony story. Like, it basically coming down, like, wrapping up for once. And I guess we'll find out how things look like then. But anyway, if you liked the entire day today, then please leave a like, follow, subscribe. Depends on where you're watching, of course. And yeah, make sure to stick around and check out the links in the description. For when the next stream will start, or rather, to make sure you don't miss the next stream because it'll start tomorrow. And yeah, I hope you had a great day, and I hope you have a great night or rest of your day. I'll see you then.